All right, all right, all right. What's up, people? How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I originally scheduled this for tomorrow. I decided against it because I wanted to get over this Sophia Momodu and Davido's bad boost. Like my sisters will say, they are tired, it's tiring me. Sisters will say, just sick and tired of this. Hey, a drive through my city. How you doing? Welcome to my platform. How is everybody doing, yo? Yeah, we got to explore this matter from different angles. You know, as your self-appointed uncle, I got to do my part. Yeah, I've examined this issue. I think I did about 4 series on this matter already. And I've listened to so many people, everyone giving their opinion, which for me, a lot of people have valid opinion. Welcome, Fola Prestige. Is that my wife? Welcome, sister. How you doing? Yeah, you know, as an uncle, I just felt that we've had a lot of conversation around the Sophia Momodu and Davido's custody battle, and the latest one is what we heard from Chief Momodu, who came out to defend his niece, that happens to be Sophia, of course. But besides Momodu, Davido's parents, there are 2 set of people on this matter. Can I even say 3 groups of people? Yeah, maybe 3 groups of people on this matter. We have Team Davido, Team Sophia, and then we have those who are on the fence, who just want everybody to understand what this is all about. And the more we look at the matter, those who love the video, they kind of overlook some of the critical points made by Sophia and her Sophie Squad. I think that's what they call themselves now. They say Sophie Squad. While on the other hand, we have those who support Sophia, the Sophie Squad, that won't see any sense in whatever those who supported the video are talking about. And then we have the people who I would say, I don't even want to say they are sitting on the fence. They are Team Imade. Let me put it that way. So we have Team Davido, we have Team Sophia, Team Davido, and Team Imade. And so far, so good. I think the Team Imade are the one who actually understood what this is all about. You see, the truth of the matter is, whenever there is a custody battle, nobody wins except the lawyer. I'm going to keep saying that. I pray I never have to experience divorce. I don't pray it happens to me or to anybody who I know, friends, or anybody generally. Divorce is never easy. I am yet to see somebody who said, oh, I enjoy my divorce process. The legal process was fun. We go to the court, we have fun all day. No, I never had anyone who come out and say it was fun going through divorce process. And now divorce is just one part of the equation. The other part is the custody battle. If those involved in it actually have one child or they have children that they have to consider. And the custody battle is always a battle. You don't know where it's gonna go. All right. And I see my sister here, Cece. Oh wow, you're not sleepy yet, Cece. Wow. D-Love, how you doing, my sister? Hey, make una no mind me. Oh, I just can't get enough of this matter because things keep coming up, and I somehow felt compelled that I need to do a show to clear the air. Now, this particular show I'm doing right now is for Sophia Squad. That's what they call themselves. Sophia Squad. And these Sophia Squads are the people, both male and female, who support Sophia's agitation and the lawsuit, counter lawsuit, or whatever they call it in the legal context. I have no idea. But all I see so far is that there are a lot of people who support Sophia, and there are a lot of people who support Davido. And why Team Davido and Team Sophia often goes back and forth on social media, cursing each person out, a lot of them don't really address the matter here, which is the child in question. So that's what gives me concern. I've listened to Man of Prestige show. I've listened to Auntie B. In fact, Auntie B did, I think, about 3 shows on this already. And when I listened to all those brilliant aunties that called in and analyzed the matter the way it should be, I'm impressed. It makes me feel happy that, yes, at least we have aunties who are actually coming forward and tell our younger folks that, look, when you found yourself in a situation like this is how you approach it. But yet, I don't think people are listening. So I feel like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. As an uncle, I shouldn't play the role of a man who's just listening to one side of the issue. I got to listen to both sides. So I decided that, all right, I'm going to go online and fish out those people who are actually, who consider themselves the Soviet squad. What are they saying? What are they using as their bone of contention? Why do they feel that Sophia has been kind of wronged somewhere or the other? And as an uncle, if I can listen to their point and compare those points side by side, what grown-up, matured men and women are talking or saying about this issue, then maybe we can arrive at a place whereby everybody can at least pick what works for them. Because at the end of the day, you see, this is not about Davido or Sophia. It's about you and I. And for those who are my age and above, it's not even really about you and I. It's about those who are younger than us, those who are in this Gen Z, Gen nonsense era, who won't listen to voice of wisdom. When issues like this comes up, what you should do is try to put yourself in the shoe of those who are affected by it and try to think forward. If I found myself in this situation in the future, what can I do? That is why it's important to listen to what these grown-ups are talking about. We've had women who found yourself in a position of a baby mama. They came on several shows and they give their 2 cents on this matter. We've had grown uncles, experienced uncle, who call on shows and also give their opinion. You have to learn. Forget about I'm supporting Davido or I'm supporting Sophia. Use their situation as a learning moment in case if you found yourself in their shoes. So I'm going to share a link if we have to do that, but I just wanted to play a couple of videos, what I'm getting from Team Sophia and their defense. So if you hang out with me here, I'll play like maybe 5 videos. I just want you to listen to them. This is a guy here on TikTok. Of course, you know where you will find people who like to express themselves. They always go to TikTok. and iron and express themselves, give their own opinion, don't minding whoever us is God. No, it's none of their own business. They just want to express themselves. That's why I like TikTok at times. So let's quickly listen to what this sister here got to say.
I noticed that so many of you are insulting Sophia. Oh, Sophia, go and rest. Sophia is jealous. Sophia still loves Davido. Sophia is jealous because Davido married Choma. This and that. No woman will want another woman to take care of her child. No woman, no mother will want another woman to take care of her child. In case you people don't know, you are saying, oh, Davido only asked Sophia for joint custody of Imade. No. If Davido asked Sophia that they should join together, that they should co-parent and take care of their daughter Imade, Sophia will not have any problem with that. After all, they be co-parenting. Having they be co-parenting, they be co-parenting now. So why you people thinking that, oh, Sophia will want Davido by all means? Sophia does not want to co-parent with Davido. Sophia, she knows that if Davido have access to Imade, Davido might take Imade away from her and will not want her to come close to Imade. Sophia knows that. Everybody knows that Davido is a prominent person. He get money, he get doings. No mother will want her child to stay away from her father. No mother will want that. No mother will want that. Who knows? Sophia knew. Now who wear the shoe? I know where the thing they pain her most. Let me just tell you guys. Who wear the shoe? I know where the thing they pain her. See, Sophia cannot be selfish enough to deprive her own daughter access to her father. Sophia cannot be selfish enough. Oh, because of say your papa not marry me. For that reason, you know go they close to your father. For that reason, your father cannot come close to you. Let's think this in another way around. People should stop doing this eye service, selected eye service when they do for this country. Seriously, people should stop this selected eye service when they do for this country. No mother in this life will want another woman to take care of her child. Who knows if Davido wants to take the child away from Sophia? Yes. Let's take this in another perspective. Maybe Davido wants to take Imade away from Sophia. Because literally, these people have been co-parenting all these years. Both of them have been co-parenting all these years. So now everybody knows that Davido get doings, Davido get money. Sophia cannot be selfish enough to deprive the father of her child access to her own daughter. The person way you bought for, if the person get money, you will want a space for your own daughter. Sophia wants a good space, a good life for her own daughter. So
there you have it. She made her point. She's like, no, Sophia just don't want another woman raising her child. That's why Sophia is fighting the battle that she ain't gonna give up. Do you agree with her? Do you think she actually has a genuine point? Because all I heard her saying is no mother want another woman to raise their child. No mother want another woman. Listen. I think some people miss the definition of joint custody and access to a child. If you have a girl or a son or maybe 2-3 kids with a man and you are not married and the man want to be part of his children's life, the right way to go about it is to seek joint custody through the legal system. The show we had yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I was privileged enough to have my sister Misty on the platform, and Misty broke all this thing down for us. Misty explained what child custody is all about, what access means, and all that. If lawyers are talking, people like me and you, may we just listen to what they talk, because at the end of the day, once your matter enter court, you can't even say jack in front of the judge. Now the lawyer go to talk on your behalf. And if a lawyer comes to public platforms like this, and let us understand that if a father said, I need access to my daughter and I want to have joint custody, that does not mean that the dad is trying to take away the child from the mom. He is simply seeking his own time, his own father and daughter moments with that child. So that is one of the Team Sophia's defense. I have a whole lot of video from these folks these defenders of Sophia. And to be honest, I think they have valid points. Some of them have good points. Let's just call it what it is. But some are just supporting blindly, and they don't want to reason with anybody. They won't just be say, oh, Davido get money, Davido want to manipulate Sophia. And oh man, I'm just sick and tired of it at times. All right. Let me show you a video. This one is coming from a boy. Or maybe make I play this guy home before that boy itself. Let me play one more for you here. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna share this with you right now. Another lady came up and she was also blasting away. She has a point, but it's just their presentation that I am worried about, how they presented their cases.
Sophia is acting up because Davido married Chioma. You need to watch this video. Earlier today, Sophia made a post saying that she never denied Davido access of seeing their daughter. That she only denied him access to her body, that is, having anything sexual to do with her. I was hating on Sophia before, but when I saw that post, I had a rethink. Most of this peaceful baby papa, baby mama you are seeing on the internet, they are still active sexually. It is very difficult for a man to spend on you without getting in between your legs. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Hence the court paper. You give me my child since I can't have access to your body again, allegedly. You can't tell me that you will go visit your child in your baby mama's house who is still single without wanting her body. Come on now. There's truth in what Davido is saying, and there's also truth in what Sophia is saying. So stop tagging Sophia to be a jealous baby mama. Baby mamas in the house, tell me what you think about Sophia's claim.
All right, guys, please give us like. Help me hit the like button. You know, I don't have super chat. I don't have anything. I know even they make shishi for this thing where they do safe. But I don't know why I'm so concerned like this. I guess this is the price I have to pay by appointing myself internet uncle with my coconut head. All right, if you are a supporter of Sophia, please, I need you to drop your comment in the chat. I'm going to read it. I just want us to have a fair playground where we can at least hear each other out. I've said mine from the onset. I like Chioma, but in this case of custody battle, I am not in support of Davido and I'm not in support of Sophia. I just got to be honest with you. The only person I'm in support here right now is Imadi. Okay, so please let us take away the sentiment of marriage or no marriage. Davido no marry Sophia, he married Chioma and all that. We've already settled that, and I've said it on my own note that I am happy that Chioma got married, because as an uncle, that's what I'm supposed to do. And as a father, I'm not expecting Chioma to wait around, go through all those nonsense thing that Davido put her through, and at the end of the day she didn't get married to Davido. So that is out of this question. But in this custody battle, I am not supporting Sophia and I'm not supporting Davido. And if you remember, in my last show I made it clear that I think Davido and Sophia, they were playing dangerous game. Davido just like the easy access to that Pikus way in the gate, and Sophia was playing her own game, thinking, well, I can still turn this thing around in my favor. And I don't blame them either, because I've always said life is a game. You play to win. So if you play, you lose, fine. Dust yourself up, come back at it again. That has always been my stand. But I just want us to have a fair conversation on why people are supporting Sophia, because I don't think these millions plus ladies and some men who support Sophia, I don't think they can all be wrong. I do believe that when it comes to the nitty-gritty, when we start looking at the content of their thoughts, what they are really dragging, when it comes to custody, and based on evidence and other things they submitted to the court, if we start taking it one at a time and we start looking at it, then we can see where Team Sophia are missing the point, and probably where Team Davido are missing the point. But in all, I just want to encourage everybody to listen to those matured women. We have a lot of matured sisters, educated sisters who have been through this situation before. And if those sisters are saying that you thinking you want to deny a father access to his daughter is a wrong move, I think we should all agree that that is a wrong move. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? Welcome, mama. Okay, so if all these experienced, highly educated, high achieved sisters, those who have had 1 or 2 children out of wedlock, or some of them are actually married, the husband ran away at a point or something, if they said, look, it's painful, it's so hard as a mom taking care of your children all by yourself, you're not even getting the necessary support from a man, but yet you have to swallow your pride and allow this man access to his children. If those sisters are saying it, I don't think as an uncle I even have to say anything. Because if I'm saying it, we look as if, oh, bro Ben, you've started brotherhood again. This is not about brotherhood. This is about life generally. I used to say something on my platform too. You see, when it comes to marriage, I will be the last person to laugh or mock anybody who is divorced or somebody who have a child out of wedlock. Me or Ben, I will be the last person to either mock them or make nonsense of their case. No, because even right now, as a married man, I know say na grace of God, now I make us still day together. And the same thing goes to a lot of married people too. Make devil no enter our household. Anything can happen at any time. And somebody who is a husband today, a good father, he might turn out to be a baby daddy tomorrow. Our brother, our sisters who are married now, enjoying their home, something might happen tomorrow. The marriage might pack up and they become single mom. So it's all about grace. Those who still have it together now, you are just enjoying God's grace. God just give you your husband or your wife, God just give both of you the grace to somehow, somewhere, accommodate each other. Marriage, no bigario. Okay? So on this issue of Davido, Sophia, I am particularly concerned about our young ladies. When I read some of them, when I read some of their comments online, it baffles me that, oh, wow, these girls, they still don't understand what is going on here. Please, go to Obodoyinbo TV, go and watch the show Auntie B did. I think the one I love the most is the one Auntie B did yesterday and today. Go to Obodoyinbo TV if you don't know the channel. I will even show you guys before the end of this show. Go there, go and watch the show Auntie B did yesterday and today. When you are watching, in fact, you know, Auntie B is a moderator. I appreciate Auntie B. She's knowledgeable. She's a social worker. She know how this thing goes. But just leave Auntie B first. Just listen to the callers, what they are saying. People are relaying their own experiences. What is going on between Davido and Chioma is reality of life. See, Davido and Chioma's case is even easier. Money day. Davido is rich. Wait until you jam people where we say they don't even have the money. Maybe the husband is struggling and the mom is struggling too. And yet they are divorced. They have this custody situation ongoing. Now there you go no say kaki no be leather. So if we are playing Team Davido, Team Sophia, we won't get the lessons in all this. All right. So I'm going to play this video from a man. This is actually a young man. I listened to everything he was saying and I'm like, dude, did you really listen to yourself talking? But then, just like I say in this show, I want to listen to the cases that Team Sophia are putting out there. I want to hear their argument And I appreciate you guys for at least watching and listening along with me. May we hear what these bros talk about this case again. No?
At this point in time, I would like to say Sophia Momodu is a very strong woman. Yes, Sophia Momodu is a very strong woman because it is now Sophia Momodu against the world, not just against Davido now. Sophia Momodu against the world. We must understand that Davido is an artist, and as an artist, he has a very large fan base. People who are so loyal to him that even when he comes out to abuse or assault somebody publicly, you will still see those who are his key followers or his key supporters still throwing weight around him, still showing support and solidarity on him. But in Sophia's case, it is not like that. Sophia is just an individual, a business person who is doing her own stuff in her own space. And in recent time, there have been a lot of news flying around concerning Sophia Momodu's stance on the parenting or co-parenting of their child, Imade or what have you. You see, many people, according to what they call them, social media, online in-laws and counselors, as the case may be, have been giving opinion and counter-opinion on where Sophia Momodu should or should not, or if Sophia Momodu is right or wrong, Davido this and that. But you all have to understand that Sophia Momodu is a mother. And, you know, this issue of Imade is not a thing of yesterday. Some people are even accusing Sophia Momodu for disrespecting Davido's father because she told the man that, oh, if you must invite the daughter or Imade to any Christmas party or what have you, pre-inform us so that we can prepare. It's not just a man waking up to say, oh, bring Imade for Christmas program. Does that mean that the parents or the mother, rather, has not got plans for the girl? Or the mother's family and friends has not got a Christmas plan for the girl? Telling the man to be proactive in, you know, making such requests is a good thing because she cannot be waiting for them. She has to plan her own life. She has to put stuff together for herself. You know, she was not really expecting them to call her. Now that they have called her, probably she have, you know, booked tickets for their travel or vacation or something for their own Christmas stuff. So because Mr. Adeleke called now, she will just cancel everything. It doesn't make sense. And again, we must understand that people that are saying, oh, Sophia Momodu disrespected Mr. Adeleke, Davido disrespected Dele Momodu. He did not even put it on a chart. He put it in a song. Mr. Dele na my boy, not be here una not hear that song for this country. Una not hear the song for this country. So there have been a lot of controversies coming from this Davido, Imade, and Sophia Momodu's case right from the time she was born. And some people are accusing her, say, why would a older woman decide to have a baby for an individual that is younger than her, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. There are people that are happily married, whose wives are far older than maybe 10 years or what have you. So please, that is not a yardstick. Let's learn to call a spade a spade. Sophia Momodu has been taking care of Imade from time immemorial. And this is not the first time she's coming out to draw the attention of Davido to that child. But simply because Davido wants to get married now, or simply because Davido is now married now, Davido is now asking her to bring her own daughter so that her own daughter will be under the custody of another woman. Who does that? If Sophia is supposed to be your sister, I don't understand. And thank God for Sophia. She is not too rich, but she is not poor. Her family may not be as rich as the Adeleke family, but they are not also poor. So with or without Davido, she can duly take care of that child. Some are saying, oh, she's paying 26 million naira house rent, blah, blah, blah. Have there been any time that Sophia Momodu come out on social media to cry to the social media community that, oh, please, oh, my house rent is due. I don't have money to pay. What did they worry una for this social media, for God's sake? None of us that are even making comments or trying to claim support to Davido and whoever, we are not in the picture. Sophia that is refusing to give the child to Davido has her own reason. She's not stupid. You get it? And the Davido that is still trying to have custody of the child also have his own reason. He is not also stupid. But you see, as a mother, she knows the danger or the disadvantage that will go along leaving the custody of that child to Davido. Like they will say, na girl she born. Let the child grow up. Maybe the child now grow up. And as you can see, so far so good. Sophia Momodu have never restricted Davido access to that child. At least you have seen videos of Davido with the child at different occasion, different time, different day. So what is now so particular with going to court, co-parenting, blah blah blah? What is so peculiar about it? Or when I feel say the way people they advise Davido, people know they advise Sophia. More are using our head for the social media, and something where person not really know how it is start. Now small that they talk put.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm laughing. I'm laughing the way the guy said, make una use una head for this social media. Man. Okay. That is coming from a man, and I purposely play his video. Hey Tima, how you doing? Welcome. I played that guy's video just for people to understand that Sophia does not have only women as her supporters. There are a lot of men who are also backing Sophia up. Godchild, I don't know if you would like to come to the studio. I know you've been here in most of the show, and I love the fact that you support Sophia and you always make your point known. If you would like to come to the studio, I will personally send the link to you right now to come in and just let us hear you out. That's what today's show is all about. I just want to hear from Sophia's supporters why they feel the way they feel, why they think that Sophia is being bullied. I saw that a lot today. That was trendy all through today that, oh, Sophia, you are a great woman. Sophia has been bullied. So people have been harassing her. Sophia have done best. So, and I have to be fair. I have younger sisters and I have daughters. My daughter just turned 16 now. Even me, as I did like this, my yash don't they hot like this when I see all this issue, because I'm like, hey, Jesus Christ, what kind of world are we living now? So I want to understand you guys. Godchild, I'm sharing the link right now, as well as Godchild, as well as other Sophia supporters in the house. Please, you are free to come in, and don't worry, this is Uncle Beno's platform. Everybody here are matured people. They are my sisters, brothers, and everybody. So I'm not an expert. I will give my opinion. You give your opinion. I don't even want people to buy my own opinion because I'm not an expert. Now, street opinion I will give you at the end of the day. That's why I love my sisters from Obodo Yibo and Prestige family. They don't already know, say my coconut head know they work well at times. So I'm a bit the one who run the YouTube channel, but my opinion is not superior to anyone's. I will just tell you how I see them from my own perspective. And my perspective might not be the best. So you better take my advice with a pinch of salt. I be how they talk about grammar. Where Chidima? Chidima, come here. Come they borrow me Oyibo, I beg. Come they borrow me grammar. So that guy there, he's not the only one. No. There are lots of people who actually support Sophia, and they are so committed to their belief that Sophia has been maltreated. Here is another auntie. She made it know. She said, Davido and Sophia Momodu, I stand with Sophia on this one. Let me play what she's saying, and we can take it from there.
Between Sophia and Davido, the person where me I blame now Davido. Number one. Why Davido can't go sue Sophia 7 days before his wedding? What happened to all the past months where don't pass? Why you can't be saying all this matter?
You see this Davido.
Hey.
All this matter where they happen between Sophia and Davido, the person where me I blame now Davido. Number one. Why Davido can't go sue Sophia 7 days before his wedding. Wetin happen to all the past months where don't pass? Why he can't be say, now the time where he wanted happy, jolly, take another woman, enter house. Now that time he can't tell no say he won't fight for the custody of his pikin. A week, or even some days before in wedding. To put Sophia in jeopardy and in pains and in sorrow. Not only that you did not marry her, but you are still fighting for the custody of your child. When you are about to get married a week time to another woman. What happened after the marriage? What happened months before the marriage? In fact, we are all human beings. Nobody will want on the chop food for your belly. Let's think. Not be everything we just they blame Sophia, they blame Sophia. No, after all, people they talk say Sophia is the painer. Say Davido married Choma. You know the painer. You know the painer. Even if the painer, now you might be. After all, now in lover, now in boyfriend before they have a child together. Now Sophia, if I know. Even if it pain her as a human being, she has the right to feel the pain. But that is not the element of what is happening now. Now, Davido, now he drag this matter, come aside before he go get married to Chioma. A week before, now he can't say he want to sue Sophia. Why must he do that a week before he married? Then he go day happy, then Sophia go day sad. Not be so now. Not be so. He would have done that before, months before he get married. Or after he has got married. Not be during your celebration period. That's why you want to put Sophia into fear, into pain, into sorrow. So they think, no, that was wrong of David. He would have done that months before, or even after the marriage. It couldn't have been a week to your marriage. That time you want to sue Sophia, say you want custody of your child. And what Sophia said, that all of them just they manipulate. Let me explain it. Let me break it down. I'm not supporting Sophia, but I have to break it down. Sophia said the reason why would fit give 50-50 custody to Davido is because number one, Davido not the stay house.
Welcome, Sister Yvette.
Okay, you know the stay house. Okay, if you not come day house now, if you can't day in maybe the custody can't day in turn to come carry the pikin, and Davido not day house. Who will come they take care of him a day? He not want to make another woman. No, maybe Davido wife come they help and they take care of his pikin. No, because they train the pikin right from childhood. For that reason, he prefer make the pikin day with him than to day with him papa where he know will day there. Where he say they travel everywhere, he not always the day house. That is number one. Number two, he said the carelessness of Davido. The reason why no fit trust in pikin custody for the hand of Davido also is because the carelessness of Davido now lead to the death of his son, which is true. Which is true. Because if you not see that house as that house big rich, before that pikin can go reach swimming pool, of all the people where the food Davido house will be like markets, nobody see him. So she is not trying to say that. She is not trusting the security environment in that house. That if that kind of thing fit happen to a little boy, what of where in mama still dead there? A little boy where in mama dead there, though that they not there as they come up for us, all are still careless because they get nanny. What happened to the nanny? What happened to the friends that were around when Davido and Choma left home to ask her? What happened? That is what she's trying to say, that the carelessness where they tell let that pikin go swim for inside water. You understand me? Now, in the fear, make that carelessness not going to happen to him pikin because you know.
Just real quick, guys. If anybody want to call directly, if you want to call the phone number, that's my number on the screen. You can call it for the purpose of this discussion. I will hook you up on my roadcaster and we can hear your view. Godchild, I want to hear from you because you are the most consistent Sophia supporter. And I like your stand. I'm not going to lie. Me, I like people who are loyal, okay? If you are my friend, you got to be my friend in the morning, afternoon, and night. And I think that is what Godchild has been doing. Ever since this Davido matter came up, she has been consistent that, hell no, Davido cannot eat his cake and have it. So anybody want to call in, you can call my number. That's the number on the screen. And let's have mature discussion. I just want to hear from Sophia supporters today. I need to understand because I've listened to Man of Prestige a lot and I listened to Reverend Sam Adeyemi I've read a lot of books. I just don't know I don't know why I'm not that fluent in English. I don't read a lot of books, and all the studies that I've ever taken part in school, I always call ABAB my English. But when it comes to speaking, I get wahala. But anyway, man, don't worry. We go rough and together. I have sisters who has power of vocabulary. They can speak a lot of grammar. So I've read many books. I've listened to a lot of people. I've listened to Man of Prestige. I've listened to Auntie B, a lot of people, and I'm learning every day. But one of the things I've learned from people is that when someone is complaining about something, when people don't agree on certain issues, you have to listen. It's called active listening. You need to listen to hear them out. Because sometimes if we just go by what we think we know and we feel that, oh, we are right, we have the best opinion, and we are not listening to the other person, that is where Bass goes the shell. So on this show, I am rooting for Sophia supporters. I just want you guys to come and help me make it make sense. Make I just know why be say una think say Sophia is doing the right thing. Maybe we can all learn from it. Thank you. I have Tima in the studio already. Hi, Tima. How you doing?
Hey, I'm not a Sophia supporter, and I'm not supporting nobody. I'm speaking based on law. All what Sophia and all those people following her is stupidity. I don't care what nobody says. If Sophia has an issue, she's supposed to go to court, file. A father has a right to his child to have joint custody of the child. If she has a concern, she file in court. The court system will look into her concern. The media is not the law. The social media is not the law. And her recording people posting it, that's stupid. I am sorry, but I'm almost 50 years old. If a guy keep flunking somebody else on the social media and you giving her, so to say, I'm not a Nigerian, pickles, and the guy is enjoying it, and then you claim you are dating the person, aren't you delusional or stupid? This is all stupid. She's destroying her life. She's 37, 38. No guy who has self-respect comes from a good home will marry her. She need to stop all those things, and all the people who are supporting and say she's doing the right thing is stupid. There's law. Davido asked for joint custody. She has her issues. She will go file it in the court. The court will look into it. If they have issue with it, they will give him custody with visitation right.
Yes, absolutely.
And have somebody who will be there, like a social worker, to watch. So all what Sophia Momodu Fund or whatever her so-called name is stupid. I speak based on law because that's what I do for a living. That's why I keep saying Sophia is acting stupid, and all the people following her are not using their head neither. All what she's doing on social media, to me, as a well-intelligent, well-learned person, I don't see her as a smart person. I'm sorry. I see her as a Olosho because that's how Olosho behave. Why are you judging your case on social media? Whilst there's court, there's law. That goes with the law. Take the case and find you a lawyer that will go represent you and stand in court. Why are you bringing Mr. Momodu's conversation you had? Everything on the media. And why are you bringing a kid that died? And then they're all saying she has a good case. She has an issue with him not being responsible. He wasn't there. That's why 2 days ago I explained to you, those things don't count in the court of law. He wasn't there when the thing happened. He didn't know nothing about what happened. So to me, all what they're saying is gibberish and stupid to me. I'm sorry. But because when you go to the court of law, all what they're saying on the social media, those judges ain't going to use it for nothing. They will look at the case. They will investigate what happened. Is he to be blamed? Is it an honest mistake? What can be done to prevent all those stuff? We all have kids that we need help from babysitters and nannies and stuff. We all do that. She does. She leaves Imadi at home and she go clubbing and all that stuff.
All right.
So all what they're saying is gibberish. There's court, there's law. If she has a concern, and as a responsible mother, she won't stand on the social media to do all that. She will take her concern to court and let the court be the judge. That way, when the court be the judge, the court will do the right thing that will help the kid. And not all what she's doing. She's paying. Davido didn't marry her. And if I was part of the Adele case, I don't want a woman like that. She automatically behaved like ghetto. I don't want that in my house, period.
Thank you, Sister Tima. I can see how passionate you are about this matter, and I appreciate the fact that we actually have people who has a legal knowledge. They understand the legal system and how these custody issues usually play out in court. I appreciate the fact that you guys are coming to the show and you are expressing yourself. Please let us keep it clean, please. I somehow know almost everybody on this platform, not all of them, but I know a lot of people on this platform, from Obodo Yimbo to Prestige to Nigeria to my friends here in Austin and those I know in Dallas, Houston and all that. So please, let's just keep it on a respectful level. I know this thing is kind of hurtful. If you look at what is going on social media, sometimes you have to caution yourself. You have to apply self-control to not start engaging in fight or battle or some tirades with other people on social media. I get it. And it's because this particular issue concerns children. That is why I think everybody is just kind of like losing it at one point or the other. So please, to the young ones who are listening, I beg you, take these advices seriously. Like I said, I'm just a moderator. I really don't have so much I can give you. The only thing I can tell you is from the perspective of a man. I can tell you, okay, as a father, this is how I feel about this situation, but my approach may not be the best. So that is why you have to listen to all these our educated sisters and uncles. They have what it takes to break this down in a way that it makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna call Godchild right now. I really want to hear from her because she's a loyal friend, a loyal supporter of Sophia.
Hello.
Hey, sister, how you doing? This is Benuriu.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, please, guys in the chat, can you hear her? Please let me know if you can hear her, because I'm actually connecting her through.
I'm actually in another area because we're working on some cases. So I'm just taking a break so I can talk to you because I know you're dying to talk to me.
Thank you. All right, give it to me. Why are you one of the best supporter of Sophia so far? Talk to me, my sister.
I'm gonna start from the beginning. This was way before. I might be a little hoarse because I'm sick with sinuses. In Atlanta, Georgia, we got a lot of pollen, so overlook the hoarseness. But at the end of the day, I've been in this thing for quite a while. I've been watching them when they first started out. I was a Davido fan. And I turned around and left Davido when I saw bad behavior. I don't support it. I do not. Wow. My thing is, this is what I got an issue with.
Okay.
I understand they are both the parent of this young girl. And I have brothers too. So I would think that they want to work towards working together to do the right thing for the daughter. I understand that totally.
All right.
But let me say this. When a person continuously have bloggers repeatedly dogging her out and her daughter on social media, I'm just being honest. I got recordings of all this stuff and showed a bunch of my partners in Georgia of what she is going through. And it's sad because Davido could stop this, but he chose not to. At the end of the day, he should have thought about his daughter. Even if Sophia, regardless if he don't like Sophia, he can get along with Sophia, you don't do that. That is disrespectful. I have 4 daughters. And I've been married for 30 years. There is no way I would allow my husband, before we got married, to ever disrespect me in public with my child. My thing is, Chama, he's married to Chama, right? Okay. Yes. He's married to her. Respect your wife and respect Sophia. And also respect yourself as a man. And then, this the thing I'm saying. I know he got a lot of fans, but at the end of the day, these are the problems. This is the problem. This is his biggest problem. He don't know how to govern his fans to stay in order and be respectful. I have been harassed by Davido. I have been harassed by Chama. I had to close my Instagram page down. I had to process some paperwork. So when I come on here, I'm not coming on here for a joke. I'm just being real with you. I'm too grown to play games with any adult on these apps. But at the end of the day, when I see a woman being abused the way I have, I can go back and show you video by video. Have been abusing this girl. To me, I'm surprised Sophia hasn't committed suicide.
Wow.
It ain't nothing nobody in this audience or anybody in any other audience can tell me, because I was raised by 2 parents, military parents, and I know how they treated me and how they raised me with respect. Some things I really believe Davido didn't get a good, I could say he got a good upbringing, but then, when you spoil your children a little too much, and you don't put ground rules with your children and make them stand on what you taught them. That's important. Money don't mean anything when you don't have respect. And I think he missed a lot because his mom wasn't there. But if his mother was there, I feel like he would have been grounded enough to know how to treat a woman first. Because I looked at the whole trait, and I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm gonna look at the whole trait. This man, okay, he was with Chama and Sophia at the same time, living in one house all together with all of them. Okay, I ain't gonna switch it up for nobody. They were living all together. So then Sophia left. Then Chama became the main girl. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Then on top of that, once she moved on, this stuff with the baby happened. I'm sorry about that, but at the end of the day, I understand fully what Sophia is saying. How can you be responsible? The type of lifestyle that Davido lives, it's chaos. You are not being responsible. If you're going to be a father, show some type of responsibility that you're going to be responsible enough to get my child before you take my child elsewhere. I got to see you improve in yourself. But not only that, then the child passed away, whatever. Lord forgive, I don't even want to talk about that situation. But at the end of the day, I understand fully what she's saying about that. And what she said was not disrespectful to them. She just pointed out a issue where can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
She's pointing out an issue where she see that her child can be like that. And A lot goes through a real mother that spends each and every waking moment with their kids. That goes through their mind. Because I can tell you, I have 4 daughters and they all grown, and I panic over them now. And they're in their 30s. And I still panic over them. It's a mother intuition. That's just common when you're children. And I'm gonna be out this thing. At the end of the day, Davido have not Sophia. He's not no money. Money is the root of all evil. I'm not studying money. Have not shown Sophia the level of respect to be able to take her child and go elsewhere with her by himself. What she said was he can get a nanny, or the court can appoint somebody to go with them and go on visitation breaks. I don't see what's the problem with that. I don't see what's the problem with that until she can trust him fully. And just another situation. She mentioning about the men's. It's all type of men's around Davido, and they smoking weed. They getting high. They getting drunk. Okay, who gonna be responsible for that child? Okay, Davido's on trips after trips after trips. Then he's on the stage. So this child gonna be left behind. A nanny can't do what a parent can do. That's my motto. I don't believe in nannies. I am the nanny. I'm the mother. When I chose to have them, then I'm the mother. And he's the father. This is my thing. Davido need to grow up and stop this foolery. He really do. He really do, because can I tell you something? I almost felt like I was about to have a nervous breakdown from all the stuff I kept seeing him do to her on social media. It's degrading a woman. You got a mama, you got a sister, you got another sister, and you got daughters. Why? I'm not telling you I hate Chama. No, I do not. But I think she's an enabler. She don't tell Davido where he is wrong. Hold him accountable. That's your husband. You cannot put her in a mansion or a house or apartment and say, I pay for this, go stay here. And then you're going to be one to come in there and creep and lay up with her. So the girl's telling you she don't want it anymore. She's moving on. Move on, Davido. Move on. Move on. You are married. You know that's a sin to cheat while you married? That's an abomination to God. Come on, man. Hold your vows. I'm very passionate about this situation because I've been in it a long time, and people thought I was just coming into this. I've been in this for a long haul. I can show you videos after video where I have been threatened, all kind of stuff on Facebook. I can name names, but I'm not going to do that. But God bless them. God bless them.
I get it, my sister. I get it. To be honest with you, I think a lot of people are really concerned about this, and that's why I said I'm going to do this second show.
It's very deep. The situation is deep. It's very deep.
Yes, man. Because I have 2 assistants in Nigeria. One is my personal assistant. She handles my finances and everything in Nigeria. The other one is my social media blogger and all that. And these girls have been working for me now for over 5 years, both of them. On this Davido and Sophia issue, this is the first time I asked them to dig into something for me, and they were like, boss, no. If you want me to go and source material on Davido and Sophia issue, and you're going to use those material to cast Sophia, I won't do it.
I know that. I know that's right.
I'm being honest right now.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right.
But
I wasn't, and I want to tell you, I apologize to you, but I wasn't, the other day, I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just that I'm so used to being combative towards people that's being so derogatory towards her. Because all you heard is the bashing. Oh my God, it's insane. And let me say something to you. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You know the lady that's named I guess she used to be named Just Tory Lover, but now she's some other name and she got 2 pages. This lady goes all out, and she brought up yesterday, this what really set me off again, is that she went on there, try to make Sophia look like she's some pedophile. This is what got me, really got me. Okay, Davido was 19 and Sophia was 26. Okay, they're 6 years apart. Okay, I've seen men in the whole world marry 20 and 18-year-old girls, and nothing be said. And this has been, and Sophia and Davido, they got a decades of being together. So why wasn't this brought up then? Why did this stuff come up now when it's coming for the child custody? I just didn't get it. So at this point, I said this was a tactic, and it was very nasty and hurtful. And then for his 30 BG gang, whatever they call themselves, to get on social media, a bunch of adults a bunch of kids acting like what's supposed to be adults, and the grown men's out here bashing a woman. Do you know how many people in my office want to bash them back? But our boss that's overseeing this law firm told us we couldn't. Do you know how many people want to bash them legally?
Wow.
And I'm in Athens, Georgia.
Wow. Can I say something here, Miem?
Yes.
You see, the situation in Nigeria isn't the same as what we have here in the United States.
Exactly.
Okay. And when it comes to how Sophia is going about all this, I do believe that vast majority of Nigerians will frown at that. I'll give you an example. Among the receipts Sophia posted online, or what she submitted in court and that got linked to social media, there's a particular point where she was addressing Davido's dad, when the father asked that he would like to have the granddaughter to attend his Christmas party. And Sophia said,
I saw that.
They should at least give her 2 months notice. Now, I'm going to say this. I live in America now. I've been here like 11 years. I do understand that for Sophia to demand 2 months notice before they can take the child is kind of the right thing to do in America. But you see, in Nigeria, that is so disrespectful. Okay.
But let me say this. I understand totally what you're saying because he's an elderly. I understand.
Yeah.
And he is her grandpapa. I understand that totally. Now that situation could have went another way. Today. I'm gonna have that conversation. I understand fully what you're saying.
Do you get in touch with Sophia?
Yes, I can talk to Sophia when I want.
Oh, now I see. Oh, I'm so sorry. In that case, you are not just one of the random social media indos.
No, that's my girl. I rock with her. Yes.
You see, and I really don't know you have that situation, that relationship going on. I just knew that from the first day I saw you on our channel here, you have always been a loyal supporter of Sophia. You have always
and I'm gonna continue her because I love her. I really love her as a person because I have daughters. Like I say, I have 4 daughters and they're all in their 30s. So I fully get it. Because once you raise females and you know what you're not going to allow a man to do to your daughters, then you can put yourself in Sophia's shoes. So I'm a mother first. So that's why I say what I say about Sophia. At the end of the day, no man, I don't care. No man, I'm teaching my grandson, don't grow up and be this way. Don't be this way. That's not acceptable. But at the end of the day, I wanted to say this. I have also spoke on social media to a couple of bloggers in the blog line for Sophia. For her, by Davido being a United States citizen, in order to keep all this foolery gone, and off social media. I feel like she should petition and do what she need to do in Atlanta, Georgia, where he lives. Because the United States doesn't play when a man is not there for 2 to 3 years in his child's life. They don't play that. Here in the United States, whether if you are married or anything, they don't look at all that. What they look at is the responsibility to this child. And reason why I can tell you that, my daughter works in child support. She deals with the judges every day.
Okay.
So she deal with case after case after case after case. And I have not mentioned this to her one time. I mentioned this to her several. If she do that, she will never have no more problems.
All right.
And then they gotta initiate a person of contact. They're gonna be bound by law to take the child to him, do visitation with the father, and then they're gonna bring her back to her mother safely.
Ma'am, please give me just a second. Let me address something here real quick. Please, my people, I just want to appeal to you guys. For those who really know me, you will know me. I'm a very respectful person. And everything I do, I put respect in high esteem. Please, if you're on the platform here, kindly respect everybody's opinion. I'm begging, please. I don't do this name calling or anything. These are just issues I want us to derive lessons from. Look, the world is messed up now, and we, the older people, we are part of the reason why the world is messed up, and it's left for us to start cleaning it up. The situation between Sophia and Davido is an opportunity for us to start teaching those who are coming behind us, to let them know that, look, there are certain ways you can do things to get the desired result. If we come to the chat and we are attacking each other, calling each other names and all that, we were not going to get anywhere. We don't know Davido, we don't know Chioma. In fact, I am so surprised now. When I saw Godchild in the comment, I never knew that this is somebody who can actually reach out to Sophia. You see how the word works? So please, I'm doing this show as an uncle for young folks to see these videos and learn from it. I'm not even getting paid. This channel is not even monetized, you know, but we have to do this so that the younger ones can learn. I'm a young dad myself.
Yes.
I've told you guys, whenever I see Uncle Patrick, I'm always happy because I'm learning. Sometimes I have some challenges dealing with my own daughter, 16 years old, and I want to lose it. As a Nigerian man, I just want to go crazy. And sometimes Uncle Patrick will figure a way out that, Benny, don't do it like that. You know, Uncle Patrick is not the only one. Even elder sister, when I go to Obodo Imbo TV, I said this several times, I'm always there to learn. So please, when we're on platform like this, let us respect each other, please. I respect everybody. How many people are watching right now? We have like 40 people watching. You just like me, you like what we're doing, that's why you are here. Please, we can share our opinions respectfully without calling names and all that. This matter, a lot of people are concerned with this matter because it affects children, and we are seeing this happening every day. Nobody want to be a grandpa or grandma, and then you have your daughter having baby out of wedlock, and then the guy who impregnated him, he's doing what is it's all shade of nonsense. I like Davido, but on this one, I said it before, I don't support him one bit because he created a lot of problem himself. Sophia, I don't even know Sophia. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because I've seen a lot of people defending Sophia. And just like I've learned from many of my uncles, when people are staying steadfast and saying, no way, I'm supporting this person, sometimes you have to listen to them to get them. Why are they supporting? So please, let's respect each other. I appreciate you all. God bless you for supporting me. God bless you all for being here. So please, let's get on with it. Now, ma'am, I have my uncle here. He has been listening on the ground. I think he just wanted to like chip in one or two things. I'm so honored to have you here. You are actually the first person. So much. Yeah, you are the first person to call my phone line and said, I want to get involved in the conversation. So thank you for being here. My uncle
I will stay supporting you.
Thank you. My uncle is here.
So
he may want to say one or two things. Uncle Patrick, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, Mom.
Are you here, Uncle Patrick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Please,
Hey,
the floor
Mom,
is yours, sir.
I really appreciate you for coming on board. Thank you for the word of wisdom you have spoken.
It's a little breakup. I can't hear.
I said I really appreciate you for coming on board. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
You can't hear him?
It's not. It's like muted. I can't muscle. I can't hear him.
Okay, it's because you're actually calling the line directly. But don't worry, I will relate back to you what my uncle has to say. Uncle Patrick, please go on.
Okay. I say I really appreciate her for coming on board. Thank you for the word of wisdom that you have spoken. So I'm gonna just please appeal to you, since you can reach out to Sophia directly. Could you please just tell her to stay out of social media in the interest of her daughter? Please, I don't care whatever Davido is putting out there, like Sophia should show a matured woman. She has a lovely daughter, so she should could you please just advise her to stay out of social media? Like this situation has gone beyond what I expected. So I want to please appeal to just talk to Sophia to just stay out of social media. That's my take from there, Uncle Ben.
Okay, sir. Thank you very, very much. Actually, what happened is that when people call into the studio directly, I usually use Roadcaster. Roadcaster is this machine they use in radio stations, and sometimes it will just block, it will partition the call, so they may not hear anyone who is calling from StreamYard unless they are also on the phone call. So, but Uncle Patrick, I will pass your message across to Miss Godchild. Thank you very, very much, Uncle, because this guy's boast too much. True.
Yes, it's too much, my brother. It's like it's going viral now. Almost all the YouTubers or whatever,
everybody they are just fighting each other on this, and I'll be like, what's the need for all this? This is a situation that we happen to. In fact, as we are speaking right now, some people are getting divorced.
Yeah,
as we are speaking now. As we are speaking now, some people already have cases of custody in the court. So we just have to learn from it. We can all say, okay, Davido is living his life. That's the fact. Sophia is living her life. I went to Sophia's Instagram today. She's still posting, doing her baby girl thing and all that. So I don't see no reason why we should now turn this one to become a battle between us. We don't need it. We just have to look at the situation and see how we can guide our younger ones to make better decisions tomorrow. Me, for once now, I'm not in support of having child out of wedlock, but it does happen. It does happen. I have my son when I was 17 years old. Out of let me do opportunity, make I just do my run. Boom. Big boy. My son is almost 30 years old now. Yeah, Uncle Patrick.
Uncle Ben, this is my first time of hearing this.
Oh, I say it all the time, Uncle Patrick. My son is almost 30 years old now. I said it here. The boy even go give another person belly. He knocked one guy belly. My grandchild is like a year and 3 months now. Sometimes you don't plan for these things, but it happens. When my son give that guy belly, I was going nuts. I almost lose my mind. Like, what the hell? Why would you do this? I was going crazy, not knowing that the boy already called my wife because he has a very good rapport with my wife. The moment he knocked that guy, give her belly, when the pregnancy was like 3 months, he called my wife, explained that to my wife. The pregnancy was like 6 going to 7 months. Before my auntie called me and said, Ben, your pikin don't give person belly. I was like going mad. Like you literally do nothing. I'm paying for study, pay for everything, house, every guarantee. Now, what do? You go give person belly. And as I was wrecking, knocking my head, my wife just looked at me like, dude, go and sit down. You, uncle, didn't you do the same thing? Your son is taking after you. I'm like, Madam, don't even say this thing again. Which son is taken? That's what my wife told me. Calm down. Whether you like it or not, you don't get grandbaby. What matters now is you take care of your grandchild. And that's what we are doing now. So I get it. I know people are emotional about this, but we don't have to be fighting each other because of it. Let's just learn from it and keep it moving. That's just what I'm saying, Uncle Patrick. Thank you very much, Zach. Thank you so. Uncle Patrick, you are still laughing. Oh, no laugh, Uncle Patrick.
Relax. You know, your wife took word out of my mouth. That's what I wanted to say. But he's a grown-up guy. Well,
he's there now. He's facing his warrant now. It's just that the whole thing comes back to me at the end of the day, you know. So I get it. When it comes to like this, you are emotional, you know.
You are a good dad. Thank you for being there.
I mean, option. You can imagine. I don't have any option. Sister Tima, I see you are back. What's up, Mama?
Okay, so my point to my fellow lawyer who practiced in Georgia, which I did before I moved to North Carolina, if she's a lawyer, then she should advise Sophia. You see all my point I keep talking about. I have nothing against Sophie, but I want her to do the right thing because all the decisions she's doing, it will come back and hurt her and her daughter. If you are a lawyer and you practice law, then you know the do's and don'ts to the law. And if you have her number, why aren't you telling her, Sophia, you wrong here. Davido is also wrong here. Do it this way. Go to court. File this. File that. Let the court deal with it. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Leave everything alone. At the end of it, you do it the right way. You keep your integrity. So, do you see all my point? That's why I said I'm not supporting none of them. Because if I take all the law filing, both of them file, including the petition Davido did and the countersuing from Sophia, you can see some things from both sides. But my point is, the way Sophia is going about it, that's what is mind-blowing to me. So if that lawyer from Georgia, she says she is a lawyer and she practices law, then she should know the law. And if she says she have 4 girls, I have all boys, no girls, then she should know the law. If she went to law school in America like I did, then she should know the law. And they all need to advise her properly.
Yeah.
You get all my point. Because even with some of the things she's saying, it doesn't make sense to me. And no disrespect to her. Because maybe I might stand in court with her one day in Georgia and dispute a claim or something. But if you know law, and you care about that kid, I care about that kid. That's why I keep saying, Sophia needs to shut up.
Okay.
And go fight her case in the court of law. If you have consent, the court will figure it out for you. That's why they did. They investigate. They don't just take the kid and give it to the person. They investigate because when something happens, their reputation be online too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Miss Tima, let's just correct something real quick. Godchild didn't say she's a lawyer. I think she worked in the legal system. That's what she said. Okay?
So if she worked in the legal system, then she should know the law. Because they won't hire nobody anyhow to work over there. When you work there, you know I have people that work with me. They had to know something about the law. If not, you won't hire them. Because when you get a case, you go investigate. You spend time, you hire private lawyers and all that stuff to go look for stuff on the case before we go stand in court and wear those big old suits and those crazy robes and start talking to defend our client. So even if you work in the law office, why is she saying that the law office don't want them to comment? Because America has rules and regulations.
Yeah, but
she needs to advise her better. If she's a grandma and she have 4 kids, that's my concern. They all don't advise her better. And the thing they telling her and she's doing, it's not good for the sake of her child. For the sake of that child. She needs to do better.
Thank you, Ms. Temer. I really appreciate your take on this. But you know, today's show is for Sophia supporters. I just want to get to understand where they are coming from, why they stand so firmly behind Sophia. And so far, so good. Godchild actually made a valid point, and I think the fact that she has this relationship with Sophia, or in fact, so the fact that their relationship is on a basis of phone call conversation and all that, it means she is privy to some information we are not aware of. You feel me right now? She probably know more about what's going on between them that we online in-laws don't even know. Okay. Let me give you an instance here. When the issue of Sophia wanted to live in a 27 million naira mansion and all that came up, and in Sophia's affidavit, she said, I think no, it was Sophia's uncle that says, we want Sophia want 50-50. Sophia just want Davido to pay half of the rent while she will pay the rest. Then when I was having meeting with my bloggers, and I'm like, okay, what do you guys made of this new information about 50-50? Has Sophia be paying 50-50 of the rent? And my bloggers told me straight up that Sophia has money. She's influencing. In fact, they sent like 3 different endorsements she got to me. They said, okay, Mr. Ben, watch this video. This is what Sophia does. Sophia is making her money. It's not as if maybe she doesn't have money. So then I'm like, okay, cool. She's making her money. And then I asked them, do you think of all the money she's making, she deserves to live in a 27 million naira house? We are all Nigerians. And like I said, that's what I told Miss Godchild when she called in. In Nigeria, things are done differently. It's not like what is going on here in America. You feel me? In Nigeria, we all know that 27 million naira house is off limit. For waiting now, renting apartment 27 million. You see what I'm saying here? So maybe for her, I mean my caller, maybe she's aware of some other things we don't know, and that's why she's defending. But I just want her to understand that everybody cannot see Sophia in the same light. So I believe some people do know that, okay, Davido is too much doing that, and people are just bashing Sophia. That is why.
No. So I'm not talking about what she stays in. I worked so hard in college. So I live my life and buy things I want. You enjoy the fruit of your labor, and you enjoy it well because you work hard for it.
Yeah.
My point I'm making, I'm not worried about where Sophia is staying, what she's wearing, and what she's doing. That's not my point. My point is the little kid they both have.
Yeah.
My point is the point Sophia is using the social media to be the judge of the case. Sophia is human. Davido is human. One way or the other, like I told you, when I took the filing, the petition, they both filed and the counter petition file against Davido, there's stuff in it that if I'm one of their lawyers, in a short time, I know how to go with my case. My whole point is her using social media to judge her case. Some of the things she's saying in social media, she doesn't need to be saying them. Yeah. She needs to leave it alone and focus about the well-being of the kid. Go file her petition over there. and then let the court look into it. Do you get my point? It's not about what she wear and where she sleep. I care less with what clothes she wear and where she stay and how much she pay for her rent. My mortgage or my rent is more than hers, so I care less about that.
Okay.
My point is the part about the kid. Why are you putting conversation between you and Mr. Adeleke on the media? That's my point.
Yeah, we get all
Why
that.
are you doing that? Especially when you know that is your kid. I'm not an African, but the little Africans, I hang around them. When you are a girl and you have a father family, it becomes important when you get married.
Okay.
Not just that, but girls in general need their father love.
Yeah.
Because if they lack that, when they grow older, they look for love from the wrong people where they're not supposed to be getting love from. So my whole point is about the kid and not what Sophia does with her life and where she stays.
Yeah.
So now you get my point.
Thank you, Ms. Tema. In fact, you re-echo what Uncle Patrick and all that mature parent has been saying all this while. Sophia should take the matter away from social media. She has to treat the matter in a way that brings respect to herself, and everything is supposed to be about the daughter. So you have a very valid point there. Thank you very, very much. All right. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. Man, we got Americans in the building today. Honey babe, I know you're here. My accountability sister.
Hello. I'm supposed to be sleeping, you know. It's like 1:30 in the morning in the UK.
I saw my sister Yvette. Everybody is here. I'm so surprised. I just wanted to do the live and hear.
No problem.
Hear from Sophia's supporters why they are.
Yes. There's always gonna be suitors and supporters. And to be honest, everybody has their opinion. We have to respect each other's opinion. But what I will say is that I've been through it. Yeah. So I've said a lot on Auntie B's show and I've said it before. So I don't really want to repeat stuff. But at the end of the day, I want to reiterate what the other caller said, that for me, it's all about the kid. But if you want to go to war with someone, be my guest. It's not my child that's going to be traumatized. It's not my child that's going to go through emotional abuse, because that's what we call it in the UK. I remember when my ex-husband wanted full custody of my child when he was 6 months. And I was so cheesed off with the drama. I was like, you know what, have him. Social workers came and said to me, if I give this child to his dad, without him, with the fact that he's always been with me and he hasn't had much access apart from a couple of hours, that's emotional abuse, quote unquote. So when people are saying that, are supporting, I'm not even supporting anybody. I'm for the child because I think the child is the most important. But I do understand that, Sophia is hurt. But what you need to understand is that as a parent, you need to be selfless.
Yeah.
You need to put your child first. Now, I have been very, very vocal about what happened to me in the past in regards to my ex-husband. I was very angry. And even on Auntie B's show, I mentioned the fact that I have 2 sons. I was engaged to my eldest son's father. It didn't work out, and I got married. That did not work out, unfortunately. Maybe, like I said, I'm reflecting on that. But what I will say is the fact that I don't know if you heard Brother Ben when I mentioned it on Auntie B's show.
No, I heard you.
I ended the relationship, not him, because I saw some stuff and I heard some stuff. I was 7.5 months pregnant with my child in 2011. I made the decision to end it. I gave him back the engagement ring, and I was so angry, seriously pissed. I did not even allow him to see his child for 5 good years. Wow. 5 good years. When I had my child, he did not even know. He heard from people. I was so angry. I was so whatever. So I understand what people are saying, that, you know, that, you know, you can be angry, you can have emotions. But what you need to understand is that because of my selfishness, because I allowed my anger to control me, my child did not see his father for good 5 years.
Wow.
You understand? So I was doing big girl, independent lady, trying to do single mom. Who suffered me? I took a year off. I was contracting. I had to get my mom to help me to look after my son, because I was a bad girl, because I want you to show my baby father Pepe. All that happened was that I was just stressing myself. So me, I humbled myself. I was like, this is ridiculous. After 5 years, I need to apologize to my son's father. And I don't know for anybody, but I humbled myself and I apologized. And I begged him that what I did was wrong, because my anger was crazy. The thing is, I'm the type of person, if you piss me off or more, my anger is another level. But I had to realize that I'm a parent, I'm a mother. I've now deprived my son of not seeing his dad for 5 years. I apologized. My son is now 12. He's going to be 13 in the next couple of months. And they are fine. But what I'm trying to say is that I can never get those years back for my son because of my selfishness. Now, I'm not saying I'm Jesus, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that you need to look at the bigger picture. We all have anger. People will always upset us. But if we say that we're going to be parents, we need to put the child first. Now, I don't really give a damn what anybody says. You can put comments. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to say it out there. I really don't give a damn about Sophia's emotions. I really don't give a damn about whether she's upset. What is the most important factor is the child. Because as you know, it's not easy bringing up children. You need two parents. So for me, regarding Davido and Sophia, they're both immature. They both need to sit down and they both need to settle this matter.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from, because I'm really tired of hearing bullshit. She's been hurt. I've been hurt. Other women have been hurt. But they get on with it and they co-parent. She's not the only one that's been messed up by a guy or a guy that's disappointed her. She's not the only one, and she's not going to be the last. I think people need to be mature.
Oh, God.
And I'm only saying this because of what I did. I want people to learn lessons from what I'm telling you. I don't have to be this open. I could be going about my business. I should be sleeping because I've got work in less than 5 hours. But I'm trying to make people understand that based on my experience, it doesn't work. These children need their father. It's not easy bringing up children in this day and age. You understand what I'm saying, Brother Ben? It's not easy at all. So if a guy wants to be in the life of his child, why would you not let him? Now, listen, maybe I'm a different breed. When I divorced my husband, I didn't look back. I'm not interested. I've moved on. He is still not married. But what I'm trying to say is that Davido has chosen to marry another woman. Move on. Move on. I have many friends of mine that they had a child from someone, or they got married, they divorced, they've remarried, they've got blended family, and everybody moves on. You understand what I'm saying? You can get on with the baby mother. You can get on with the new wife. If you really want to, if you really want to make your child a priority, you can do it.
Okay, honey babe, your point is super valid. I appreciate it. I like the vulnerability and the accountability. And like I said over and over here, the essence of having these shows all over the place now is for people to learn, so that if you find yourself in the same situation tomorrow, you can remember what people who have lived the experience are saying, and you learn from it.
Yeah. Okay, the thing is,
because of the purpose of this particular show here today, is why we supported Sophia Momodu, and I'm actually trying to understand the point the Sophia supporters are giving, which most of them are valid too. Now, I want to put this to you as a woman and as a senior sister, as an auntie, and with all the maturity and everything with your education now. If you have to look at Sophia right now and you have to give her credit for at least two things so far in the situation, what are the two areas you will give Sophia credit?
I give her props for the fact that I've seen a few videos, and she has brought up a beautiful child. Her child is very well mannered, well disciplined. So I'm gonna give her props for that.
Okay, so she did a good job raising the
Yes,
baby.
she did. It's not easy. I have to respect her for the fact that it's not easy to raise a child. And the fact that she's raising the child with the fact that she's going through whatever she's going through, I have to give her respect for that. It's not easy being a parent. And that's what I say. It's not easy being a single parent. It's not. There's a lot of sacrifices. A lot of sacrifices. She's sacrificing for her child. I have to big her up for that.
Okay. I really appreciate the fact that you recognize that she did an amazing job raising her daughter. Honestly, I've watched a lot of videos of and I've read vastly about her too. Because since my uncle is Uncle Ben channel, I have to be fair. I don't want to come across as an uncle who is bashing younger ones.
No.
I try to understand her position too. And I can say that I think she tried. Let's just be honest.
No, I think she tried. Yeah.
She did a good job on herself.
Yeah.
And I think she did a good job raising her child. And I also think she did a good job staying in a relationship with Davido, being the first baby mama, up to the point whereby Davido has to draw the line between MOP is here. Shout out MOP. So I think she also did a good job.
Yes, she did.
Maintaining that relationship with Davido up to the point whereby Davido has to choose between her and Chioma. And when it was obvious that Davido is going to settle for Chioma, then she drew the line again and say, okay, if you're going with Chioma, I'm not going to be in this sexual relationship with you anymore. I want to give her credit for that.
Yeah, I'll give her props for that. Yeah, I give her props for that.
All that. And I think in all of this, if we are looking at the situation, it is we easily overlook that and just say, oh, this Sophia is doing this, but we have to cut her some slack. Remember, Sophia is also, I think she should be around 37, 38 years old now. And just like many other beautiful sisters out there who are single or they are baby mamas, and their biological clock is running out. She has to leave and she has to fight for herself. Now, I do agree that maybe her approach is wrong in some area, but I just want us to agree that she did a good job in some areas too. Now,
definitely.
Okay, coming to the receipt that we have out there. Lizzie, I see you in the studio, but your connection is bad. You may want to go out.
I'm not bashing her. I'm just trying to I'm being very, very transparent. I'm just trying to come from the point of view, I've done that. I did that. And no one benefits. All it is that the child doesn't, basically the only one that basically has issues is the child because he doesn't see his father. I've been transparent with the fact that I was doing anger 2.0 and my child didn't see his dad for 5 years.
Yeah.
It took me 5 years for me to realize, honey, babe, this is out of control. Yeah. How you cannot be angry with someone forever. And I humbled myself and I realized that, you know what? This child needs his father. That's all I'm saying. I'm not bashing her. Okay. But I'm just saying that I have been there, done that. And it doesn't work. And also I've been to court because my ex-husband taught me to court. So I have experience from both angles and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. All that happens is that, like I said to you, I had to remortgage my house to go to court. 30K. It's not easy. It's emotionally, physically, and financially draining going to court. Yeah. So I'm trying to make people understand. I'm not talking for the sake of talking. I'm talking because I've been there.
Okay, another area I wanted to cut is slack. Lizzie, I'm still seeing you here, but your connection is really bad. If you are in America and you want to call me directly, you can call the number on the screen right now. If you want to call directly, if you're in America. But if you are anywhere, any other places, every other part of the world, you can use the the link to come into the studio. Now, Honey Babe, thank you for staying awake. I know you are really passionate about this.
Yeah, because I've been through it. The thing is that,
like I said,
there was a time I nearly had a nervous breakdown. Going to court, the stress and everything, the animosity, the anger. So when I'm saying that, of course I'm going to be passionate because I lived through it. There was a time my mum was in tears because literally my mum was like, I literally it was that bad that I nearly ended up in A&E because of the stress of going to court. So when I'm being passionate, it's because of what I've been through, and I wouldn't want to wish it on my worst enemy.
I get it. Okay, now another thing I want us to also give Sophia credit for is the fact that she's hardworking. And why I wanted to draw this hardworking part out is this. I believe you saw the nonsensical post by where is this guy again? Let me go and find him first before I rail on him. Juju Israel.
I saw a bit of it on Anti-Bees, but I've not seen the full thing.
Israel choose to drag Sophia again. I don't want to make this show about Israel because that guy, this why I'm not doing any show on him.
Sure.
I just feel like his IQ is somehow low. And I don't want to come across as if maybe I'm picking on him or something. The guy dabble into issues he's not supposed to step in at all. Okay, so when I saw that post from Israel where he's saying, ladies, I even forgot what he said now. Maybe unless I check my WhatsApp. But
I think I remember what he said.
Yeah,
something about
dragging Sophia as a gold digger. That just what
because she got pregnant.
Yeah, so then I guess in response to that, Sophia now posted an audio recording she did when previous happened. Yeah, that audio is not new. That was the audio that Sophia recorded. I think that was when Sophia posted her baby's trip, something, or maybe birthday, and then Israel went under the post and said, gas money. So I think that was when Sophia called Israel and warned him, and then recorded Israel during the conversation. Now, when I watch people, I try to listen as a podcaster. When I watch all these things, I try to figure out what is really going on, why they are doing this. Now, what I get from that audio, one, Davido really don't provide financial support in most cases. And from Sophia's voice, you can tell that is the voice of a woman raising her daughter, and she was frustrated. And that frustration grew out of this crazy Israel going online and typing gas money. And I think Sophia wanted to set the record straight that when you come here and type gas money, you are telling the rest of the world that your guy is the one paying for all these things that I'm providing as a single mom. You feel me now? So
yes, I do.
Audio and from the boldness in her voice, the way she was giving Israel a very stern warning, I knew that really this girl is trying on her part. So I give Sophia credit at that too. So I'm bringing all this in just for us to understand that we can't just overlook the fact that maybe Sophia is using the wrong approach and just think that, she really don't deserve any credit. And I also
no. I do agree with you. Yeah.
Thank you. And I also think, look, I'm a man and I've seen these games play over and over again, especially with millennial and Gen Z young boys. Davido is also doing too much. Let's call it what it is. Davido actually punished Sophia. In the process, punished Imade when the video got to that point whereby he has to draw the line, whereby he has to say, you know what, I'm choosing Chioma. I think after they lost their baby, may so rest in peace. I know I'm a Yoruba boy. I can tell you how a Yoruba person will react under certain circumstances. Now, I'm not talking about all those like vastly educated Yoruba men, all those who don't be professor and all that. No. But when it comes to street people like me, I can tell you how we react under certain circumstances. I think when Davido choose Chioma, they did the traditional. Sophia was hot, and Sophia is like, you know what? You choose Chioma, this place is closed. You are, and Davido feel like your father, you that I'm spending money on, because people need to understand, and I want Sophia supporters to also get this. Don't just say Davido did not provide. No, Davido provided until that point when he chose Chioma, and Sophia
he chose Chioma. Okay.
And Davido, as a Yoruba guy, I'm telling you right now,
totally.
what the next thing to do is to remove the plug. Me too, I will do the same thing. Let's be honest. And they take care of you, buy car, pay money, pay this one. Anytime where I'm stressed, maybe Choma, they give me a headache. I drive, come your place. We dey paradise. We enjoy. And now, because something happened, somehow, either my family tie my hand or Choma, because Choma is another smart woman too. Maybe Choma stood on her ground and said, hey, now that this thing has happened, it's time I have to move. If you know you still want me, do the right thing. Now, because I do Choma, you now say road is closed. Okay, if road is closed, I'm not giving you shishi again. A dime you are not. I think that is just all the crap that
I totally agree. And we spoke about this in Auntie B's show, that it's about having boundaries. Now, I don't want to come off like I'm condemning anybody, but that's what happens when you don't have boundaries, because even the way you're saying that he chose Chioma, it's like there was some kind of competition between the two ladies. Now, me, I respect myself. If I end a relationship, I end a relationship. There is no way I'm still hanging around to be saying, is he going to choose me? Is he going to choose her? So I think there's issues of boundaries, because if there's boundaries, there wouldn't be an issue of having relations with each other. I'm speaking very old fashioned, but I don't want to say the word. You understand?
Yeah.
But you would not have an issue. Like I said, I know it's a totally different situation. Like when my ex-husband picks up my son, he doesn't even enter the house. It's that simple. He's bye-bye from the doorway. So you have to have clear boundaries. And I think if you don't, you get into a situation, which is what Sophia is in, where you are now having relations with someone, and it's pretty obvious that person is just having fun, because as far as he's concerned, you're just a baby mother. And the thing is that you need to understand that men can be very conniving and very intentional. They will sleep with you and have no intention of anything going. And I think us as women, we need to understand that. I just think, like I said, it's all about boundaries. And like I said, if you don't have boundaries, you get into situations like this. And it's very, very unfortunate. Her now saying that she's not going to give it up, and he's now saying, I'm not going to give you money. It's just basically mirrors that type of very weird foundation that they have in terms of the way they're moving. Because it should be a clear line of, we're co-parenting this child, and you have access to the child, and that's it. I'm going to come back to the fact that I live in the UK, and I know that going to court, money is very separate. If you have issues in terms of any one of the parents not giving money, we have a government agency called the Child Maintenance Service. You go to them. So I don't know how it is in Nigeria, but I think the way it works is basically that they will look at your income, and based on that, you would pay whatever for whether you have one child, two child, or whatever. But what I will say is that the money that my ex-husband is giving me is not to pay my mortgage. You think I don't want a Range Rover? Trust me. You think I don't want to do an extension to my house? I do. But that if I want to do anything, that I have to fork out. I have to work. The money that I'm giving is just for my child. It's not for you to elevate yourself, to change your car, or for you to now say you want a, I don't know, $1 million or how many $1 million house. It's not for that. It's specifically for the child. Now I'm speaking from a place where who the hell people are saying, oh, this is Nigeria. Yeah, it's Nigeria, but I'm just talking about my experience in the UK. Any money that any dad or mum gives is for the child, not to basically, elevate you to have like $1 million house or to change your car to a Porsche or a Land Rover. We have to be very realistic here. The money is for the child. Now, if he's got the money, fine. But I think for me personally, I find it very distasteful that because you happen to be pregnant from a man that is rich, it's all about the money. Now, she may not be into it, but I think, going to court, there needs to be boundaries in terms of how much he can give her, and it should be written down. Because from what I remember, this has been going on for quite a long time, going back and forth. There was issues where he didn't even want to even accept the child, blah, blah, blah. But I think that going to court will settle all these issues on both his part and on and on the mother's side. But I've heard, and you can confirm, that he's now saying that he's washing his hands. Is that correct?
Yeah. For him saying he's washing his hand is just the regular Nigerian men approach.
Yeah, totally. I know he's. I mean, I would implore him not to do that, simply because a child needs a father, and I know it's quite upsetting, for him to get to a decision that he's washing his hands, but that girl needs his dad.
He can't wash his hands.
That girl needs his dad, and I think that he needs to not, like I said, he needs to forget about how he feels, because, like I said, when I have told people many times, I was angry, I was pissed about, especially with my ex-husband, but I had to come to a place that it's all about the child. So he has to come to a place that even if he's upset with what's going on, think about the child. Because, as I said, girls and boys, I don't do girls and boys. It's children. It's all about the child. That child needs his father. It's very, very, very important.
And that's what, just to back up what you said, Bossman, man of prestige, already put it in the chat. He said that is abuse. It's bad. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
No, exactly. Because
now,
exactly.
Sorry, Honey Babe, and the people in the chat.
No problem.
I got a call coming in. We're gonna answer this call, and then I'll come back to you real quick.
No problem.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello, brother Ben.
Yes, this is Beno.
This is Lizzie.
Oh, Lizzie, thank God we finally got you. Can you speak a little bit louder, please, my sister?
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, and I believe people in the chat can hear you too. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't know why my connection was bad. I mean, I'm here in America. I was just keep trying to get in. But anyway, I just wanted to contribute 1 or 2 things.
Yes, my sister. Go ahead.
Sister B show. I'm usually at work, so I can't really contribute like I will want to contribute. But my thinking with this whole thing is in America. I know Sophia is not in America, but at the same time, we still have to look at it in a way, this child, they were living in America. This is how they will look at it. When you go to a court of law trying for child custody or whatever, they were living this lifestyle before. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my sister.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So obviously, Davido didn't have any problem paying or for this house. It's not like Sophia just moving into the place. They've been living there. I guess she was living there to be close to the father. So, they can co-parenting because they were co-parenting before. We can all see the pictures on social media when things was going well. So she must have been living in this place since that time. And so obviously the child will be also going to school in that area too.
Yep.
So for them to just decided now that for the past 2 years, according to what we saw online, he hasn't been contributing his own part. And then the child, he hasn't been paying school fees. So that's a big change. So we cannot just be, criticizing Sophia alone. Obviously, she said Davido was doing this because she refused to, do or give him other access. So what changed? If you guys were paying this before and the public didn't hear much about it. So why is everything changed now for the past 2 years? Why is it that you're not paying school fees anymore? Why is it that your father has to be the one to pay school fees?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
why,
I get you, my sister.
Why is there? So something, that's why I say I'm not like supporting anyone. I mean, like I'm always trying to be on both sides, even though we like Davido. But at the same time, if we use our mind, okay, what happened? It's not like she just want to move to a new place for 27 million. So they are obviously living there before. So, and everybody was like, why is she living there? But they were living there before, and the child go to school in that area. So now if she's suddenly now going to find a place to live, then she has to move the child school as well. So isn't that too much of a life change situation when the father can actually pay for it? The father is on social media giving money out all the time. Other kids were enjoying the benefit. The one in America, the kids here. So they will not look at it that way. If Nigeria is a working system, they will look at it, what is your capability? And so that's my thing. I don't think they should deprive the child the life she's been living before just because the mother and the video are no longer in good time.
Okay.
So that's what I'm contributing. That's my contribution to this. I know people bash Sophia a lot. They're always trolling her on social media. Actually, I'm surprised. I've been seeing some support for her. People don't support her in the past. They always trolling her. But we cannot just be one-sided because we like one person. We just have to look at things in both ways.
Exactly.
And how child law or whatever system works in another, in different country. So that's my contribution today. I just think they need to work it out for the benefit of the child, because at the end of the day, it's the child that is going to suffer when the father is not there. So they both need to work it out.
Okay, here is thank you very much, my sister, Miss Lizzie. I really appreciate you taking the time and effort to hear your opinion. And I'm glad we're actually doing this to hear from you guys who actually saw the things we may not see about Sophia. But I want to ask a couple of questions, if you don't mind. It's just for us to have better understanding anyway, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the questions I wanted to ask is this, or it's not a question, it's just a scenario. As a Nigerian and as an elderly sister, you do understand that if a man and a woman are in good time, most Nigerian men who are well-to-do, that they are okay financially, they will take care of you and your baby, even though they are not married to you. If you are on good time. You agree with that, right, my sister?
That's definitely, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Yes. Because I want to believe the lifestyle Sophia is living, all these things that she has going on for her, was made possible because of Imade that she had for Davido, and the fact that they were both in relationship. Because I'm going to say this now. I've seen a lot of people, especially Team Davido, that will come online and say, oh, it's a one-night stand thing. She was trying to get Davido. They were not dating. And I'll be like, will you guys just please cut yourself some slack and chill? They were not dating, it's just one-night stand thing. And these folks have been together since, is it 2015 or 2014? All the way to 2020 that they have their major breakup. These guys are in a relationship. It's just an off and on thing. Everybody is getting what they want from the relationship, and they were cordial. That's from my own point of view. Like I said, my opinion is not like the main thing, now street opinion. Now how I take share from street at the talk. So I believe Davido and Sophia were in a relationship. Things were smooth. And Davido is a very open-minded person. Davido no dey stingy. He's a free giver. Davido took care of Sophia and took care of his baby. And all the lifestyles, everything Davido was doing, Sophia was enjoying, is because of the good times she had with Davido. Do we agree on that, Sister Lizzie?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
We know that's why I'm saying that. Then I know Man of Prestige put out there earlier about financial abuse. Because if you are being responsible all this time, you're doing it basically because of your daughter, not because of the woman. you are wealthy, you are able to give them that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the other kids, I'm sure the children that are in America, I think one in UK or whatever, I'm sure he's paying heavily for them. If you're able to give them that lifestyle, now just because you are not in good time with the mother, you cannot withdraw that lifestyle you're already giving them.
Hey.
You expose them to that lifestyle.
Sister Lizzie, honey babe, sorry, I just wanted to iron this with my sister first. I'll come back to you, please. Sister Lizzie, now you are bringing the conversation to where it is of interest to me now. And when I say it's of interest to me, I believe many of my sisters here, they are from Obodo Yimbo TV, a man of prestige. And I know say I be brotherhood. I won't even deny it. Now, we are entering the brotherhood zone now. My sister, the moment our relationship is off, the moment Sophia and Davido relationship is off, I don't think Sophia is entitled to that level of financial backing she's getting from Davido. Let's be honest.
Okay? I totally agree.
To the child, I thought it's all about the child. It's like, this is my child. I'm a wealthy person, and my child has to live a wealthy life too. So he was
it doesn't work like that.
Range Rover, I gave them this. He was giving that lifestyle to the child, not the mother.
Oh, right? My sister.
Okay, so the child can drive a Range Rover.
We all know how this
you don't need the Range Rover to look after a child. You don't need the Range Rover to look after a child.
I'm not trying to disclose whatever I'm making, but God forbid, if I have a situation in my marriage now, we broke up, and my wife took me to child support, based on the popular calculation and the rate they are using, percentage, whatever they are doing, I know they go, oh my butt, I will be coughing out close to $1,800 to $2,100 every month. I have 3 kids. I know that right now.
Yeah.
There is no way my 3 kids will consume $2,100 in a month. The mother will still be the one benefiting from it. Maybe they talk where they
don't look at it that way. We live in America. They base it on your income. And so if you have 5 children, all those 5 children will have to benefit equally. So because you brought them to this world, you cannot be pampering one, making them live in luxury life, since you already accepted that responsibility from beginning. And then put the other one, let's say, okay, now let's move. You cannot go to school, you are going to withdraw the child. Go and put the child in Ajegunle.
Sister Lizzie, that is based on mutual agreement. That is based on mutual agreement. Whatever the people is doing before now.
The courts need to rule to make judgment in Nigeria. We don't have a court that works. They, it tends to favor men like, oh, you don't have a right. Oh. But now it's the child. You cannot just withdraw that lifestyle you already exposed. It's not like your financial situation changed. If your financial situation changes, it's different.
Okay,
don't agree.
I'm so glad we are having this conversation. No wonder both they plenty online. I think this is one of the area Team Davido and Team Sophia are having issue.
Yeah.
To be honest, even though I don't support Davido in all this, I don't think Sophia has to believe that the lifestyle she's enjoying, while she and Davido are enjoying each other behind closed door, she shouldn't believe that she's going to continue to get that.
But
and
that
to be honest,
be part of it, Brother Ben. That shouldn't be part of it, them enjoying each other. It should be benefit of the child, them enjoying each other.
How much benefit will the child have, my sister? Davido, this is why Davido offered to give her a home.
Well, I said that's the whole point of going to court, to settle this financial issue.
Somebody else, you said this is my wife, and you could think about everywhere. Now you're going back just because you having this benefit. Then she's using financial power over her.
No, he's not. She's a big, crafty woman. She wanted to sleep with Davido.
Don't give you money. And that's not right.
Sister Lizzie, it's not as if Davido is not going to give. He can't give that much. That's what we're saying now. We all should be honest here.
How much is he going to give? Fear that is fair to the rest of the children is the way he's treating other children, not just because Sophia is the only one in Nigeria besides his wife. The rest of your kids you have everywhere. You have to treat them equally. You are rich. You got money. You cannot be giving millions and millions on social media for charity and the mother is struggling to take care of the child. It's not fair.
Sister Lizzie.
So don't let us just use Nigeria mentality.
Sister Lizzie.
Can I say something, please?
So much on social media, then take care of your child too.
It's part of the brand.
To agreement. Say, okay, this is what I'm going to be giving. They need to just go work together with the judge or whoever.
I agree with that.
This is how much I'm going to be giving. Okay, this is what is fair enough to give. If you cannot continue to live there, then go and find another place. But what I'm saying is that we are talking like it's a new place you want to get. She's been living there before. The child is.
She was renting before, wasn't she?
Banana Island or that area. So now the life, okay, I can't give you this anymore. Right. Then they need to work together. This is how much you're going to be giving a month for your child. Then if she cannot take it by the law, let the law decide. That's how it should be. And then whatever she wants to do with it, okay. If Davido is okay for withdrawing the child from the school the child is already used to, or if you say, okay, because if you want to live in that area and keep the child school, you got to pay the money to live in that area. That area is expensive. So
can I please say something?
Brother Ben, what does Sophia do? Sorry. What does Sophia do?
A month. I guess that's why the whole thing is in court. Okay. And then if she cannot afford it, then she will move and decide then. But I don't think we just should be bashing her. Say, oh, she's this, she's that. No. It was the lifestyle Davido created before this happened.
And Sister Lizzie, please, I don't think Davido created that lifestyle. I think Sophia created the lifestyle and was supported by Davido because he can afford it. Let's make this thing clear. Okay, let me quickly bring Miss
supporting it though, Brother Ben.
Sister Lizzie.
Now. Yes.
Please let me quickly bring Miss Tima in here, and if only baby is still awake, let them just give us 1 more minute based on what you have explained so far. Please, I want us to keep this clean. I'm just happy that at least for the first time I'm hearing from at least I've heard from 2 matured people now through phone call conversation who are supporting Sophia, and they have made a really good case for Sophia. So I just wanted to let us have this mature conversation and understand where we are going with this. Sister Tima, you want to say something in 1 minute?
So, child support, yes. Can you hear me?
Hello, Sister Tima, are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
you. Can you hear me?
Oh,
child support.
Okay, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
So, child support cases are not based on what the lady is saying. They don't do it like that. So, the way child support works is Sophia works, Davido works. Mostly with child support, the man will take the school fees of the kid. If the woman don't have a good car to take the kid to school, they will make, because I just did one for a very, very rich person. The woman works. The woman where she was living before, the judge told her to get out of the house because the man is not going to pay. You work, you got to live in between your means. So all what somebody is saying that Davido paid before, when they were sleeping around, she can get everything she want because he was also getting what he want out of it. But when they're not doing that and it comes to joint custody and taking care of the kids, each person takes a part of it. They don't say because Davido is the rich person, so all of it goes to him. No, ma'am, and no, sir. In some cases, with the last one we did, the guy pays the school fees, make sure the kid has medical health insurance to cover the kid. The judge made the guy give the kid some money for food because sometimes the woman, what she get, it's not enough. The big old mansion she was living, the judge told her to move out of it. They moved to a decent place where it's gated. So it doesn't mean that she had to stay where she had to stay. They don't give you money for you, the woman, to live off of it. They make sure you bring your part, he brings his part. And then wherever you need a little bit of help, he will help you because of the kid. But that doesn't mean you go stay somewhere if he can't afford it. By force, he should afford it. Child support don't work like that. Or custody where both have joint custody, it doesn't work like that. And the lady from UK who share kid with her spouse can witness that. They share the responsibility.
Totally. I don't think people are getting it. Everything that you said
They
is
don't
totally
know
correct.
the law, so they
Yeah.
just say whatever they want to say. That's why I keep saying that if Sophia is smart, all what she's doing, she will stop. Because what she's doing, the judge can make it in a way that if the kid is with Davido, she's not going to get nothing. And when the kid is with her, all Davido had to pay is the kid's school fees, hospital, and give her a little bitty money just to support. That's it.
Yeah.
Joint custody means you sharing. You sharing. That's it. That's why Sophia don't want the joint custody.
Of course she doesn't.
And that's
She's
why
going to
I
get less
said
money.
that correct. She's not going to get that much money.
Come on.
No,
That's why she don't
she's
want
not
it.
going to get no more. That's why I keep laughing. Sophia's fun because if you know the law, then you know what joint custody is. She's not going to get money. She can't tell Davido pay half of my rent. I want to stay in 27 or 28 million or 30. No, ma'am. They don't do that. The last court I finished last week, the woman didn't get what I told her point blank. It don't work like that. They don't work. America even don't do those things no more because they see that the women intentionally have the kids in order to use the men as their bank account. So they don't do that no more. They will calculate. And if immediately it's joint custody, they share the responsibility. So if you say you self-proclaim made up, take some, he takes some. And then you guys co-parent in peace.
Thank you, my sister. Honey babe.
Yeah, what she's saying is correct. I don't know why people are getting it twisted. Like, if that's the reason why she's been fighting, I assume. Like I said, I don't know anybody, but 50-50 is exactly what it says. Okay. They will now calculate the number of nights and days the child is staying with the dad. They will now calculate the number of days the child is staying with the mum. So in the case, if it's 50-50, if it was to be the case and Davido had 50-50, money's getting slashed. Okay. So all that, she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Start working, girlfriend. You understand? It doesn't work like that. So if it's 50-50, then the money's going to be slashed. Now, if, from what I'm hearing, Sophia is going to have primary custody of the child, then she can now use that child to milk him. And I wish her the best of luck if she wants to do that. But if it was like the lady said, 50-50, the money's going to be clashed. It's based on how many days the child is with Davido, how many days the child is with Sophia. That's how it would have worked. Obviously, that's not the case because he's now withdrawn the application. But I think all I want to say is that you need to think about your child's future. I've been through it. And I think you cannot use a child as a money-making machine. Just because you had a child. Now, I'm a different type of person. I walked out of my engagement 8 months pregnant. And I was ready to look after the child on my own because I'm that type of chick where I will not use a man for money because I can handle myself. I've got my house, I've got my good job, I've got my properties, but not, you know what I mean? And I just think that it's a real disservice where you now allow yourself to just be, your whole essence is a baby mother and there's nothing else apart from that. She's a beautiful woman. She can do other things. You don't have to rely on a man. Yes, let him handle his business regarding your child, but you as a woman, handle your business, work. You don't need to be hanging on to a man because he happens to be a millionaire. I find it so very distasteful. And there's women that have had children, whether it's through marriages and no longer together. We don't behave like that.
Yeah. Thank you, honey babe. Sister Lizzie.
Yes.
You heard what they were saying, right?
I couldn't. I guess because I'm on the phone.
Yeah, it's because you're on the phone, but don't worry. All they said is that the judge will have to give them a situation whereby Davido will only be responsible for his own part of raising his daughter. That's just the summary of all they've spoken about.
Yes,
Now,
the judge needs to get involved.
The other question I want to ask you, as a sister who also sympathizes with Sophia, is the issue of custody. Do you support Sophia to share custody or not? Because I see that a lot coming from Sophia supporters. Everybody like, no, Imade cannot live in the same house. You want to give Imade to Chioma to raise. Davido,
Come on, man. Who thinks like that? So, haven't people heard of blended families before? Or is it in Nigeria that we have this kind of backward mentality that a stepmother cannot raise a child?
Hold on, honey, babe. Yeah, she might not even hear you right now because she's on the. I just want that to respond to that real quick. Sister Lizzie, please, what's your take on that one?
Yes, I said definitely it's supposed to share custody.
Thank you, ma.
The child needs both parents.
Thank you.
Especially for a daughter, a girl child. Oh, here my husband travels a lot. I see how my daughter, my youngest daughter, when my husband is not around, how my youngest daughter is always so happy. Everything changes when the father is around. So the father has to make cautious effort not to travel as much because of, seeing how impact he has on her. So it's very important for both parents to be involved in their child's life. That's why I couldn't understand whatever they were going on, whatever was going on. Why is Davido out of his child's life for over 2 years? That's uncalled for. I know he went through what he went through with his son, but at the same time, he could have done whatever he can do to make sure he continue relationship with that girl because they seem to be very close. You will see them together. You will see the daughter, when things were going well. So I was so disappointed when I saw that, he hasn't been seeing the daughter for over 2 years. He hasn't. So, no, something is wrong there. So Sophia whatever they need to work out is for the best interest of the child. They need to both have access to the child. If you are not comfortable because of whatever she said, then maybe the child's nanny can go with her when it's the time to go visit. The nanny can be there. The nanny maybe you pay the nanny monthly. So the nanny is always for the child. So maybe when the time to go to Davido's house, that's what the purpose of her. If that's what you hire her for, then she goes with her wherever she goes. So they need to work it out. It's not fair to the child that the father is not there, especially for a father that loves the child that much. Because we can see Davido loves, his daughter. So whatever happened for the past 2 years that he hasn't been there is uncalled for. So they need to work it out.
All right. Sister Lizzie, I'm going to ask you just 2 more questions and I'll let you go. Okay?
Yeah.
One question I want to ask you right now. You are free to be honest and answer the question to the best of your knowledge. Would you agree with me that Sophia was manipulative to some extent in all this?
Oh, I won't be surprised.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm sure I won't be surprised even if some jealousy, kicking.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
I won't be surprised.
Because
she's enjoying that baby girl life. And so she's probably, jealous. If she can still be giving herself to him after all that has happened between them. So she's still trying. So you see that she felt like she has to do it for financial gain because like Davido just back out now, not paying anything, even with the child's school fees. The grandfather has to pay, which is uncalled for. So you see that Davido is using the money to manipulate her, and she feels like she has to give in to him in order to continue to enjoy the benefit. So sometimes money is powerful, and someone is always on the top and can use the money any way they want. But it shouldn't be the case, because if you feel like you're doing this for your child, not because you're giving him extra benefit. So maybe that's what Sophia was afraid before, that maybe he won't do this if I don't do this. So it might be a power play right there too, So she may be manipulative, and at the same time, Davido might be manipulative too, because he knows he has that financial power over her.
And they are both using the daughter.
Exactly, they're both using the daughter. If you don't give me this, if you don't give me this, I'm not going to give you this. Or if you don't, so they're both using the daughter. That's why I say the court need to set the standard. This is how much you're going to be given monthly. And I know sometimes the court in Nigeria, they're not that fair because they don't it's the man's money. No, they need to look for the benefit of the child too. All the other kids cannot be enjoying, and then you take out of the school where you put her before. You take out everything that you've been given her. Now she can't have it anymore. It's not like your financial status change. So you have to be mindful of that, because that will affect her mentally as well.
Sister
So
Lizzie,
they need to. The judge just need to help them. Okay, this is what it's going to be, and be fair about it. Don't just do the patriarchy thing we do in Nigeria. Like, it doesn't belong to it's all for the interest of the child until that child turns 18.
Sister Lizzie, as it is right now, what would be your advice to Sophia as a sister, as a fan, a supporter of her, whatever she's fighting for? What would be your advice to her? Would you still advise her to live the baby girl's life of 27 million naira a year rent and all those other things she would bring along with it? Remember, this is a girl that, according to the story we heard, her mom was not even in her own life. According to what is out there, I saw a whole thesis that Davido, allegedly, they said Davido revealed about her. I don't know how true is that, but the mom wasn't in her life. And even the uncle now that is claiming, Momodu, that is claiming we do this, we do that. Rumor also has it that the uncle was not really that involved in her life until she somehow found herself under Davido's bola. All those things are out there. So now, as a sister, and I give her credit, like I said, I watch a lot of videos on her YouTube, and I see that this is a girl who has matured. She has done really good for herself, and she carry herself. But even then, I still see how she's using Imade. Most time when they question her, it always ends with, "Hey, I'm getting to my baby girl Imade Adeleke." I be Yoruba. I know where that slang they go. What she's doing there, I get it. But she's a woman. She's free to do whatever she wants. Davido slept with her, so it is what it is. But what would be your advice to her before I let you go? What would you advise her at this point?
What I would say, Brother Ben, is that it's obvious that she's making some income. Because, but according to what we got online, I don't know, it's like for the past 2 years plus, Davido has not done, anything financially for them. That's what I got.
But they said the father took care. The father took care of the whole thing.
The father paid the school fees. School fees. But what about the rent? They said the father paid the school fees. So she must have been paying the rent. She must have had some kind of income as well. But what I'm going to advise is that, because in all this again is about the child. If she can find a better place to live, that if she cannot afford this, right, and she can find a better place to live without really impacting too much of the child's life, unless they both agree, say, okay, we cannot continue paying that child's school fees, is too much, let's move the child to another school. But if the father can still afford the school and can still maintain that child, it would be a punishment on the child just to put the child out of the school the child is now, just because things are not going well with the mother. So in all this, we have to think about the mother. What I would advise Sophia is, I don't know her financial status. She's the one that knows how she's, doing financially, but she cannot be depending her life on Davido. She got to move on.
Thank you, my sister.
Find herself. I mean, they said someone says she's influencing. She got to find something to do. She has to just, because when someone knows that you totally depend on them, they can do and undo, because they feel like if without them, you cannot do anything. That's why we always talk about financial empowerment for women. So you got to make your own money so that you can stand tall. So if you cannot afford 27 million place, go get a place where you can afford. you know, but again, all in the interest of the child. We cannot expect her to have a child in that school where they live. I'm sure the child is in their area. And all of a sudden now, they just move her to like somewhere like Ajegunle, for example. So you cannot do that. That will not be fair. If you don't treat the rest of the children, he has other 2 baby mamas. If you don't treat the rest of them like that, it will not be fair for Imade as well. So I'm always about fairness.
Thank you.
Do things the right way.
Thank you, Sister Lizzie. In fact, I think you and Godchild are like the 2 matured people who really approach this Sophia defense in a very matured way. Thank you so much. But I hope
again, Brother Ben, let me say something. I'm not really defending Sophie.
Okay.
I've been reading online. I don't like people being treated unfairly. I just, from the knowledge I have in my own way, I felt like maybe she's just being treated unfairly because of our society. I know there's a lot of place. We can blame her for certain things because she tends to stick around for Davido too much. She needs to move on with her life. But, I saw where they said they gave her a house. I don't agree her staying in their house. She needs to move on and be able to take care of herself.
Yes, me too.
So
I
I'm not
really
agree with
like
I'm in support of Sophia. I'm in support. No, I love them. I love Davido. But I don't like people being treated unfairly. And what I see online, I feel like she's being treated unfairly. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you, Sister Lizzie. In fact, I really like your take, and God bless you for being honest and fair. And even the last thing you said now, really kind of, maybe I have to apologize to my assistant tomorrow, because when me and my assistant drag on this thing, when I asked them, I need material, give me something to work on. And they're like, oh, so you want to go and bash Sophia too? And I'm like, I'm not bashing Sophia. I have to host a show. I need something to work with. And exactly what you said now is what my PA said, that she's not like maybe super supporting Sophia, but she just don't like how people are bashing her up and down on social media as if she committed a crime or something. So maybe tomorrow I will tell her, okay, no verse. I actually finally had mature people talk on behalf of Sophia. So thank you, Sister Lizzie. God bless you so much. I really appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right.
Yes, ma. Bye, ma. Yeah. Woo. Honey babe, let me allow you to go and sleep. Oh, it's midnight.
Yeah, I've literally just set my Alexa to wake me up. Yeah. Yeah.
Just give us your final take, then I will and end the show. Thank you.
No, like I said, I'm not favoring anybody. It's all about the child for me. I've been there, done that, and like I said, I just feel that the child is the most important thing. Someone mentioned that Sophia paid for her rent. I clapped for her for the past 2 years without Davido paying for it. That's wonderful. That's really, really good. I don't know why they said that, but what I will say is that it's all about the child. I've been there, done that, and my children are healthy because they got there. I had no choice but to humble myself and to reach a compromise, whether it's being in court or, verbally with mediation. And it works because the most important things are that your children are happy and healthy. All this fighting, it affects the kids. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Everybody do what they need to do.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just real quick, I think I saw this conversation on Dori and TB's show.
Yeah.
When conversation get to child support or no child support and something.
Yes,
I was being silly. I said, look, if somebody take me to child support, I will just book my flight at the wrong go Nigeria. Be that.
The thing is that
sisters came for me like Ben.
Yeah.
How about the child? How about because child support is nobody's mate. Now
it's not.
If I may ask you,
yes,
babe.
Sure.
Would you support people having financial arrangements to support their child outside?
Totally. Because if you have, I think for me, everything needs to be. See, when I have a lot of friends that unfortunately relationships have ended, you know how it is, for whatever reason, and they're having problems co-parenting because a lot of them are doing it, oh, let's just have an arrangement. I personally believe in going to court, have everything written down so everybody knows their expectations in terms of custody, access, holidays, etc., etc. So I'm of the opinion UK is very different to, I assume, Canada, the US, and other countries where when you go to court, we don't talk about finances. We have a government agency called the Child Maintenance Service. So if a woman now believes that her ex-partner refuses to pay, you basically call them up, do an application. They will now open a case and they will now contact the father, ask for details. They get the details from the tax office, and they will now, based on that, make an assessment of how much that father or mother should pay. So the financial stuff is not in court. This is based in the UK. I can't do for other jurisdictions, but in the UK, we don't talk about finances because they will tell you in court, contact the Child Maintenance Service.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that what I would advise, to be honest, if husband and wife, or let's say baby daddy, baby mama, can figure a way to have a solid arrangement outside the legal system, I would say go because the legal system sometimes it makes the man feel detached from the kids. I've seen this here in America on multiple occasions where men are placed on child support, and somehow they just have this resentment towards their children just because
they do. They do.
The mother. So I would say if anybody found themselves in this position and they know they stand a better chance, if they know that the man, the father is trustworthy enough to stick by his words, if he's gonna pay so amount and it works for you, it's accepted. Taking it to the legal system it will create a situation whereby the man will look at the money they are taking out of his paycheck. And
I do agree, but sometimes it's necessary because I have my friend and she's got 3 children, and it was a verbal agreement where he's supposed to pay a specific amount for each child. Now, I think it's been nearly 5 years. He has not paid a penny for 5 years. She's frustrated. She's financially struggling. And she's now decided to not even to go to court, go to the Child Maintenance Agency where she's now gonna try and get money. But what I've noticed that a lot of men, when they want to get out of paying, especially in the UK, they basically will quit their job and do cash in hand, or say they're self-employed. So that's a way of getting out of paying for their child's upkeep. I'm not saying for all men, but I know I have boy cousins, so a lot of them are going through stuff in terms of their baby mothers, unfortunately, and that's the in thing to do. Now, the in thing to do. There's a lady here that has, I don't know whether she's actually pinpointing me, but as I said, when I gave advice, it's my experience. As Sophie can do whatever she wants, but since I'm the accountability person, any decision you make, just deal with the repercussions of it. That's all I'm gonna say. So I don't know whether this person is directly speaking to me, and I don't want to be rude because it's you, Uncle Ben. But I said, it's my opinion. I'm not forcing anybody.
Yeah, it's just that everybody is kind of on edge with this particular.
I know, but like I said, one thing about me, I will take you on. No. So if she has a problem with me, she can come on the podcast and she can speak to me directly.
No, not you at all. She's just expressing her own take. And
okay.
Day to encourage Sophia supporters to actually speak their mind, and I'm happy that we did, because at least I heard reasonable justification from all sides on this one. Thank you very, very much, my sister.
Thank you very much,
babe. I don't know that I can actually keep you awake till this time, eh?
No, I was studying. I've got a course I'm doing, so I just happened to check. But all right then. Have a lovely evening.
And when are you ladies gonna stop? You people are just getting certificate upon certificate.
We have to try because, like I said, yes, I have a baby father helping me with my son. But as I said, I am an entrepreneur. I need to hustle because anything can happen.
Oh my God, honey babe. Take it easy, oh please. Thank you, my sister.
Have a lovely evening. Take care, brother Ben. Take care. Bye-bye.
I see my sister, Omoyeme. I don't laugh, tired. Sister Omoyeme is asking. This my sister, no good change. She said, I just wonder if Sophia would make all this noise if she had a baby for K1. For those who don't know K1 is King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, the Nigerian Fuji musician. He's one of the top Fuji musicians in Nigeria, and that dude has baby all over the place too. In fact, he's Davido's mentor. Sister Moyeme, thanks for showing up here. All right, everybody, I've heard your concerns. I see you, New Wise King. New Wise King said, all I will say is, Sophia, please do not listen to all these matured aunties on here. Really? On here and on the other Obodoyinbo TV, they are forcing you to their mature ways by force. Just do you. All right, New Wise King, you are entitled to your opinion, my sister, but you should please understand something. Particularly, I've seen how people can really be concerned and genuinely care about younger folks, especially in this time and ages. I've listened to all the people who called in on Auntie B show at Obodoyinbo TV. I listened to people who also, I read a lot of chat on Man of Prestige show, and I've watched various videos and comments on this issue. A lot of people are really concerned about what becomes of our future with the way younger folks are handling critical issues these days. The purpose of addressing this Davido and Sophia issue is for us to learn, especially the younger folks. And there is something they used to say in Yoruba adage that Tí ọmọdé bá ní aṣọ bí àgbà, kò lè ní àkísà bí àgbà. All right. What they're saying is that if the young folks have clothes as much as the elders, they cannot have raggedy clothes like the elderly. Or which grammar they take qualify that oneself, you know. So when mature people are talking and addressing this issue, many of them have seen it all. I am so proud of all the mothers, single mom, people who have children out of wedlock, who has done their best to raise their children. I'm so proud of how they came up and offer advice to young guys and young ladies. This is not about Davido or Sophia Nogri. It's about the future. And I said sometime on this show today that every time as a married man, I count myself lucky and I give God the glory that me and my wife, we are still married. You see, marriage doesn't have any manual. People who are married and stay together today, they are just lucky. God just bless them. A little trigger, something somewhere can derail the whole affairs, the whole marriage, and everything will just explode. Okay? So if you are married today, or you're not, or you don't have kids today, and tomorrow you have a baby by someone else, you can't tell what's going to happen. You have to learn. You have to learn, guys. People have advised Sophia. They've said, Sophia, take this thing off social media. Don't approach it this way. Let your daughter have access to her dad. And people have also called out Davido. In fact, all the sisters that have spoken on this matter, I don't even see many of them giving Davido any credit. The only credit so far is that, okay, he's a good dad. He's trying to be in his children's life. But nobody is praising Davido for sleeping with multiple women and having children all over the place. Because at the end of the day, this is about the daughter. It's not about Sophia. It's not about Davido. It's about the daughter. We have a lot of girls these days that are suffering. I live in America. I see a lot of young ladies, even some my age mate, colleagues, that are in some situation right now just because they don't have any relationship with their dad. Even here in America now, young men, black men are being taught every day to start spending time with their children. We have a lot of deadbeat fathers in America, not to even talk of Nigeria, that they will just impregnate a lady and then they will take off. Some of them won't even do regular job so that they won't pay child support. And then they leave the poor girls, the poor children, to wander through life all by themselves. That is what we are saying. When you as a woman, you have children, and because the father is a deadbeat dad, a crazy man who wants to run all over the place, and then you are so pained and you feel like, you know what, you will not see my baby, you will never play with them, you will never hang around them. You are causing trouble for yourself and for the children. It will affect them when they grow up. It's not only daughters, it affects boys too. As I'm speaking with you right now, I'm an old man. I have to get myself checked so that I don't end up having daddy issues too, because I lost my dad at a very young age. I did not grow up having my daddy put me on his lap, play with me, or run that. In fact, even African dad don't even do that anyway. African dad don't have time to spend with you and tell you I love you or not. They don't do that. And that is why, as I am right now, I am so passionate about my children, because all the things I missed from not having my biological father in my life till I grew up, do things with him, I don't want my children to have that. The same happens to women. When women don't have their dad around them, young girl like Imade now, if she grew up, the father is not there, it will affect her. She will make wrong judgment when it comes to men. All the mature people who have been addressing this issue, they all mention it. We are not just addressing it because we want to create content. Like I told you, my channel is not monetized, not yet, although we are getting there, but this is not about money. It's just for people to learn. Okay? Let us stop this fighting. I'm supporting Sophia, I'm supporting Davido. No. What's happening between Davido and Sophia is as a result of how dickhead, how messy our society has become. Davido has baby mama all over the place now, and it looks like, oh, he's come out in. We excuse him all the time. Even we podcasters, content creator, everywhere. Hey, is he a new thing? He's a man. We all know it happens to men. When a man has money, when you have money, these things happen. Does that justify pumping children up all over the place? Davido have his issue too. And he's going to live to regret it. Because you know why? Those children he's having all over the place, they will never be together for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months at a stretch. There is no time all of them will be under his house and he will be in their midst, eating together, doing things together. He already created problem. Let's forget, money don't fix a lot of things. Money don't fix it. You feel me? If you look at the children we are having these days, our children these days are not really crazy about money the way people of my age worship money. Because the parents are doing good, we care for these children. Money is the least of their worries. Emotional connections, that bonding with their parent, those are the things that matter to these children now. I'm a hustler. I'm still on the street. I see they hustle every day. They find money. But my children live as if their daddy is Babo Olowo. I'm telling you right now. Every summer, when they have these summer breaks, My children will make a list of all the places they want to go. Do you know that all those things you see, if you go to what we call this place, Six Flags, we have Six Flags, we have all these parks with amazing stuff children play with. I don't get to play with many of these things. My children are the one who even give me the opportunity to ride some of those roller coasters. Now, the first time I rode a roller coaster, I almost pee for body as an old man. But my children took me there to ride it. You know why? Every summer, these children will list where they want to go, what they want to do. Now, money, but I will spend the money because I'm even happy that I'm able to do it. So money is not the problem of the children we have nowadays. You can spend all the money in this world. If you are not in their life, when they go to school and things don't work for them, they can't find you as a dad to talk to you. It's a problem. And as a mom, you are all trying. You are doing amazingly well. You are doing fine as parents. In fact, my orientation about single mother have changed a long time since I come to America. When I see women having 2-3 kids, no father, and they will be going to work every day, taking care of every damn thing, and still raising these children up to be educated and everything, I'll be like, wow. Women are doing a lot. I give you the credit. But here's the thing though. That bond between your children and their father matters a lot. I know those dads are crazy. Those dads, there are too many madmen walking around now. I'm a dad. Ask some of them, when was the last time have you seen your children? They can't even point it. I do talk to them. I talk to them. Madman don't even know the last time he even spoke with the children too. But guess you what? These things piss some mothers off. It will make you angry as a mom. But I've listened to a lot of sisters on Auntie B's show and even on Man of Prestige show, and they were like, look, even though my husband, my baby daddy, now go back now weary, I still make sure whenever he want to see the children, I allow him to see them. And this has always been my advice to women. When you have this runaway, unfortunate being who say he's a dad that is actually not playing any role, please don't take the children away from him as a way of getting back at him. It doesn't work that way. That is what all our elders have been preaching since this show have started, since 4 days now. That is what all the mature senior people have been saying. I'm just repeating it as an uncle. Withdrawing access to the children from their father is not the right approach. Waiting me at the advice be this. Like I said, I'm not an expert. My own street advice. My own advice to you is this. Let him continue his Mugopak way, and God will give you power to take care of your children. The children will keep growing. You see, the children of nowadays, they are smarter and faster than my generation. Very smart. From 8, 9, 10 years old, they already know if they have an active father or not. Initially, they will be asking you, the mom, the question, Mom, why is my dad not coming? Mom, why is dad not coming to training? Why is dad not coming to school activity? Mom, dad hasn't called. Don't worry. When they ask you, just tell them, I really don't know why your dad is not calling. I thought he's supposed to call. Here is his number. Let them continue to call him. You see, when it gets to certain stage, especially when those children has become teenagers, they will be the one to draw the battle line between themselves and their dad. And that is the worst place any man can ever be. When your children go to that point where they decide that, you know what, Dad, I don't give a shit about you. You don't care about me. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. My sister, that is the time for you to now open your wine. You know, ladies now always they get wine. That is when you have to open your bottle of wine, pour yourself a good bottle of wine and drink, because now you want to enjoy the drama. Oh my God. I'm just being serious here. Eh? When you get to that stage, when your children start telling their dad, Dad, you ain't shit. I don't want to talk to you. Stop calling me. It's time for you to laugh. Enjoy the show at that point, my sister. Okay? Because they will get there. I've seen boys, girls here in America who are going for their graduation and they insist, I don't want my dad to show up. I don't want him. Let's be careful. Our uncles have spoken, our aunties have spoken, and even we, small boy uncles, we have spoken. May you not find yourself in a situation whereby your child will now be the subject of ridicule. That will not be your portion in Jesus' name. It will not be anybody's portion in Jesus' name. And please, for those doing Team Sophia and Team Davido and Team wherever, please don't let us fight each other on this matter. And I'm also going to advise other content creators out there. You see, having a platform is a blessing. It's not everybody that can create YouTube or create one channel and you have people listening to you. So use your platform to educate. Please, this matter as content creators, don't hop on your platform and bash Davido or you bash Chioma or you bash Sophia or you bash anyone. Rather, do what responsible platform holders are doing. Create an atmosphere for people to learn. Today alone now, there was this auntie that spoke at Auntie B show today. I think her name is Chichi. Is it Chinwe? She's a doctor. She spoke passionately. And there's another doctor that came in after her own too. She also spoke passionately. They are all recommending ways that young ladies can tackle issues like this. There's still going to be more baby mamas, and there's still going to be more baby daddies. But I pray it won't be our portion in Jesus' name. And if it happens that is what eventually happens, life no dey end. In fact, these days, I hardly see young women nowadays that will say, my condition is bad because I'm a baby mama. No. And I want to talk to young boys if you get to say this. If you think because you impregnated a lady and you ran away or you say the baby is not mine and you think that will be the end of her life, you are lying. You are lying. Girls have woken. They now pick themselves up and go after their dream. In fact, I call them lionesses because they will go to school, they will work, they will do everything and still achieve their goal. If care is not taken, you, the father that you run away, you will be the one to regret for the rest of your life. So please, let us try our best to make the society a better place. My name is Beno Real. This is Uncle Beno's platform. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. This is not the regular time I do my show. I wanted to schedule this show for tomorrow, but then when I check, I was hoping I would go to Man of Prestige platform to rant. Man of Prestige was not coming live today, but he has a show tomorrow. Please join Man of Prestige. And like I said, Man of Prestige is a trained professional. He has better understanding of how to handle matters like this. Myself, I am not a professional, and I told you guys, I give you a disclaimer at the beginning. If you take my own advice and say, Ben said this, double check. My own advice now, the way it comes from my brain, and what I will do if I'm faced with the same situation is what I'm telling you now. So please, just take the part that you think will work for you and reject the rest. Go to platform where professionals, pastors, educators, matured uncles and aunties can teach you one or two things. I will continue to do my part. I will bring the topics. We will look at it together. And I appreciate everybody that always call in. Honey Babe, Uncle Patrick, Godchild, my sister from Atlanta, Tima, thank you all for coming in today. Sister Lizzie. And of course, in the comment, we have Bells, New Wine Skill. In fact, people plenty today, Team Sophia and Team Davido, everybody. But the good thing is that we thank God we were able to navigate this. Thank you, O'Shea, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on today's show. I really, really appreciate you all, and I do not take this for granted. I will see you all when I come live again, either tomorrow or next. The good thing is I'm even on vacation now, so I have enough time to create content. And I have a show I scheduled that I haven't done yet, and I'm gonna do that show. The show this time around relate more to American young men. The show is about LeBron James. I wanted to extract some lessons from how LeBron James was able to put it all together. He is a superstar, as we know. He's still like the top basketball player out there. I know there is this competition between is it Michael Jordan or LeBron James, who is the GOAT. We know we have that ongoing, but I want to do that show to teach young men some of the things they have to learn from LeBron James. So hopefully tomorrow or next, if all these crazy people no start another bass boss, we can talk about that. I want to extract the lessons on what we can learn from LeBron James as a champion, as a husband, as a father, and above all, as a black man, a super successful black man who did the impossible by being successful in the court, and at the same time by being successful as a father and by being successful as a husband. So far, so good. I've not heard LeBron James picking up any scandal, say, oh, you don't run, go do one pekus for one corner or something. So please, if you can join me on that show, we will do it that tomorrow or next. But for now, thank you all. Sister Yvette, I love you, Mama, for the support all the time. And everybody, I see my lawyer today, my friend Misty. Thank you, Misty, for showing up and helping us break this down. Everybody, it's a good night from me from the city of Austin, Texas. Bye-bye.